Oh, no. I think I'm too glitchy today. I think I'm too glitchy. Way too glitchy. I have Twitch up right now. I like to have Twitch up in the beginning, at least to see when the early sub bangs are, the followers and all that shit. Say hi, say thanks. Give thanks. W Thanksgiving, my favorite holiday. Can't wait. Can't wait. Admit, it's okay to admit that you know Peter North has a humongous size load. It's okay. It is okay. PL Pimpin followed an hour ago. What's up? Oh, no, those were bangs yesterday. W's. What's up, Furl? Good morning. Long Beach W's. Long Beach, big fan. Tesla driver. Watching the stream in the Tesla. Drive safe, please. Always drive safe. I'm in Vegas for the F1 race, but I'm still here at 11 a.m. Fucking love it. I hear Vegas is a shit show with that F1 race. I went to the F1 race. I went to the F1 race in Miami last year or the year before. It was pretty cool. You know, it's more fun to watch it on TV, but seeing the fucking cars up close is badass, I will admit. Greg Under seasons, yep, 2-0. Shout out Bert. Greg is on fucking fire with the unders. Peter Nordstrom is wild. W's. I don't know what that is. Got an NHL look, Furls. Of course he does. Love the music. Love the music. Nook. Nook. What are we talking about here? What's up, Token? DGen, good morning from Bensonhurst today. W, good morning, Bensonhurst. Yo, chat, all caps beef in the house, nice and early. Yo, chat, let's turn the fuck up. We have AM basketball on where we shouldn't bet it, but we have to, and in all likelihood, we will lose our fucking bankrolls before noon. Let's go. Fuck yeah. Fuck. Shady Beef is definitely one of my favorite follows. Very funny guy. Glitchy season bang. That is indeed what's going on here, unfortunately. Glitchy season. I have a delicious, by the way, you guys fuck with acai bowls? I have a delicious acai bowl here. I load this fucker up. You don't even want to know how much this costs. I get it with the chocolate protein, the acai, the bananas, and I add the granola. I add blueberry and add coconut flakes. I'm not telling you how much it costs. It's honestly ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I don't get them that often. I was in the mood for one, though. Told you that you were due on the hardwood. Bounce back with a vengeance after early season. Fuck LSU, though. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. That felt, I could say feels, right? Is that grammatically correct? That felt / feels. No, past tense. Felt like the right read. It was the wrong result. I'll play it again. It's been a disaster. Yep. F1 way. Heard the Vegas F1. It's completely flopped. Yep. So far, traffic is fucked, but it's worth it. I was there. I was in Vegas in May, and the traffic was a nightmare then. We went down the strip from the Wynn to where the fuck did we go? Carbone? Or did we walk to Carbone? Anyways, I don't know. You go down the strip. It should be like a 7-minute cab ride. It sucked. Bacon and egg time. Let's roll. Love that. No cheese? No cheese grillish? And do you go bagel or a croissant? W acai. How much does it cost? 20? No, less. More. That shit's $3.50 a minute. Wow. Pretty much on the nose. $19.50. No. Wow. Okay. A little bit under. $19.50. Tell us. Got to be 18. Yep. I drink $24 vodka bottles in Nashville. Make me feel better. W Croissant. Dude, I have I can't say who this is just in case they watch the stream. Actually, if I probably say this, they're going to know. It's family of mine. Everything they say is like perfect English. They're American. And I was in the car with them one time, and they asked me, I swear this was hilarious. They asked me, and they say, hey, do you want to go? I forget where we were going. It was probably like, I don't know. It doesn't matter when it was. It was a while, like 5-6 years ago. We're in the car. It's freezing. We're driving somewhere, I think from like Manhattan to Brooklyn. And before we were driving, we had a 45-minute drive. They're like, hey, do you want to stop and get some coffee and croissants? I was like, what did you just say? You want to? Yeah. And then the wife was like, oh, yeah, I would love a croissant. I'm like, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. I love croissants. And I appreciate culture and pronouncing things the right way. Croissant? No, we don't do croissant. We do not do croissant. We don't do that. Yeah, I don't do that. It's from Brooklyn, cost 32. No, it's 19 in the acai business. The prices are crazy. People shouting at my prices for no reason. Yep, that would have to come with a breakfast blowy. Fair enough. DJ on fire with the NHL TT. That's right, baby. No, but I can't take any credit. I took the Knights, but the game over would have been just fine too. All credit to Furl and was it Furl and Burt? Hey, winning. You see this little slogan right here? Winning units as a unit. That's what this is all about. Anyways, this acai bowl is fantastic. $19.50 is a lot of money for breakfast. I don't even really eat breakfast. I'm a 2 eggs guy. But you know what? I felt like getting a little fucking frisky today. All right. I haven't even looked at the board, Skloons. That's why I'm starting early. All right. We got mid-major Matt coming on. We got Greg coming on. No steak today, unfortunately. He's a busy guy. We're going to talk NFL a little later. I think Matt's coming on at 11:30. We'll pretty much go the whole last hour of the stream for the NFL. Newsletter's out. You can subscribe for free. 5 plays in college, 5 plays in the NFL. Back to even almost in college, 34, 32, and 1 on the year. Down a unit now. It was bad. It's been a rough go. We started 2-7, so we're grinding. 35 and 20 in the NFL, plus 11 units. Let's go. But we'll recap everything. Work sweats on a Friday. Let's go. It sounds like an episode of Seinfeld. I love Seinfeld. What's the early morning CB plays chat? I know we're going to get there. Don't you fucking worry. Before tax or after tax? Oh, you know what? That's a good question. Might have been before, Grealish. Might have been before. Okay, I'm in. You can start. Excuse me. DJing got to run, but need an AM basketball play to tail. I'll bitch if it loses. I don't know. I haven't even looked. I don't just wake up and fucking have basketball plays. We got to take our time with this stuff. Got to take our time. I got to walk the dog. Got to make coffee. Got to finish the newsletter. Got to take a shit. Got to take a shower. And then we talk about the board. It's fucking 10:15. Dude, I just got ads. I can't hear. F me. You might have to sub up, Skloons. Hey, Farrell with a gifted sub bang to Skloons. Love that. Skloons comes in here and fucking gets steak tartare right when he gets to the party. Love that. Don't know how much CBB, but might blindly take the first half unders for the Yoga games. Let's fucking appreciate that, girl. W that. People helping people. Free coin. Good to hear. Sorry, I can't speak today. Good to hear from you. Good morning, Nylander over SRGs in Sweden. Cheers. All right, like that. By the way, Brinks picks with the look on Johnny Gaudreau over 2.5 SOGs. This fucking guy had 2 in like the first 8 minutes of the game. Nothing left or nothing else after that. Forgot your piss break. Yep, that's right. That's true. Wanted to jump in and let you know Morgan Riley is getting an assist today. Z Brownlee, thank you very much. That's appreciated. I cannot speak. Let me take a minute. Let's get the people in here. I can't speak. I'm stumbling all over my words. The mouth is moving before the brain, or the brain's moving before the mouth. Johnny Hockey over SGs yesterday is wide open. Dude, it's a motherfucker, except Panarin. Panarin rips fucking puck, baby. Let's take a break. Quick break. What are we in? 12 minutes in. Acai bowl. You don't have to be sorry for anything. I think it was a great look. Swept NHL leans last night, feeling good. Let's take the wings in Sweden. Bang. Lucas Raymond also a Swede. Could be a look. I like this. I like this angle from you guys. I do. All right. Like I said, no fucking around. We don't have time to waste. I want to get right into college basketball. Or do we have hockey early again? Do we have another early hockey game? I still think we got to talk college basketball personally. Would you guys agree or disagree? You know, I try to make everybody happy, but it's impossible to do that. We have a 2:00 game. Toronto and Detroit. Puck at 2. I feel like I'm Gucci Mane in 2006. Yeah, don't be sorry. Yeah, let's do CBB. Wow. Very nice of Furl. He concedes. All right, let's go, Steak. You want to talk Coppin State? Give us your Coppin State nugget. Welcome, by the way, if you're getting in here. Good morning to you. I see we got 76 people in here now. Good morning. That's right. After do I have a stain on my shirt? I got a fucking stain on my sweater. What kind of amateur shit is this? I wash my clothes. I do the laundry in my household. This is bullshit. Can't come on here to in front of 76 people with a stain. Oh, that's not even where it is. Oh, it's up here. We let it slide on Fridays. Yep. Over. That's my nugget. Over 138.5. Thank me later. W analysis Steak. Can we give it up for Steak and his analysis? I mean, that's fucking sharp. All right. First and foremost, here's what we're going to do, actually. Before we get into the board, need a bib with that acai bowl. Seriously. I don't know what that is. That was white. Maybe it was Peter North. No, I think maybe it was a little powder from cinnamon roll, maybe. I don't know. Your brain is lagging today. Yes, it is. I need to dial it back. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to play a banger. I'm going to race the board, and we're going to talk college basketball. 11 a.m., Sacred Heart, UMBC. Are you down with UMBC? Powder, you say. You got me. That's the analysis you get from VIP services. That's right, motherfuckers. A little splooge on the sweater, maybe. I mean, I cannot confirm nor deny. How are we doing on Twitter, by the way? Anybody watching on Twitter? What's up, Twitter? Twitter, I just want to make a mention. You might not know this. Yeah, we got 14 people on Twitter. Twitter, hi. If you're watching on Twitter and you want to come in and interact with everybody in the chat, it's very lively in here. It's over 100 people chat every day. Come on in. The water's warm. Hit that Twitch link, okay? I used to not be a Twitch guy. I'm 36 years old. Steak wasn't a Twitch guy. Greg wasn't a Twitch guy. We love Twitch now. Big Twitch guys. All right, come on in. Chat it up with the fine ladies and gentlemen in the board review. All right, on that note, I must make a comment here. I cannot believe nobody told me, not one person told me about this fucking banger. I cannot. I'm serious. If there are bangers out there, how old is this song? How old is this song? Somebody told me 3 years. 3 years old? I'm going to put it back on. Hold on. 3 years old? This song's been around? I have the request option on here. You guys have requested songs. Somebody requested a great song yesterday, the Meek Mill song. But I can't believe we've been doing this stream for over a year. And I cannot believe not one person has told me about Whole Lot of Money. Money in this motherfucker. This is a fucking jam. Money in this motherfucker. Blue Notes is a fucking banger too. I mean, I cannot. I was listening to this. Walking around yesterday. This is how I was walking. This, if you see me walking around in the city, this is what I'm doing with my AirPods in. I don't hang with jealous bitches. That's a weak disease. Hold on, run up. If you're broken in my business, then just shut up. I invested in my body, bitch. I'm done up. I look good. I like to fuck. I'm when the sun up. I put on my. That's what I look like walking around with my AirPods in. Nobody has any idea what I'm listening to. So good. I'm just sitting on the train like this with my backpack on. It's a whole lot of money in this motherfucker. It's impossible not to move your shoulders and bob your head to this song. All right, let's clear the board. Auburn, I forgot to play fucking Auburn, but I forgot to play Arizona State, so evens out. Oh wait, I'm gonna leave that. White on white Bentley, trunk got that engine. Oh, trying to get near me, bitch. Stay up on my mention. Breaking bag got plenty. 20 racks and Fendi. Got time for these messy hoes in my business. I ain't with it. Got right now, not next. My apps all on my checks. Don't worry about CBB. Just know it ain't my ex. Not a rich niggas in here. No bitch niggas in here. When the pack landed, the check cleared. That's what you hear. Everybody tighten up. Oh, good. We got a packed house in here today. Good morning. That's right. Everybody's coming to see. Wow. SIU Edwardsville. What did this guy see? He must be a real sharp. Nope. Stick around and find out. You're going to be really unimpressed. Bats Gambling with a sub bang, 8-month. Appreciate you, Bats. We're 2297 subscribers on Twitch, almost 2,300. Love it. Appreciate all the support and all the contribution you guys do every day. All right, let's find some let's find some winners, as the kids would say. Auburn pushed? I thought they whooped that ass. You sure about that? Just wait until you get that city bike playing this. That's what I was doing. I biked from Brooklyn to Tribeca. It's like a 26-minute bike. I was just doing a whole lot of money in this motherfucker. Yeah, they beat ass, bro. Yeah, that's okay. You probably thought it was 69. Yep. Oh, dude, that's my other one. I have 3 songs. Well, right now, the other one that's making the rotation is Blue Notes. Who requested this yesterday? I forget. Like Lightning. This is a fucking jam, too. This is my rotation right now. My rotation is Whole Lot of Money. Blue Notes just made the rotation. Oh, good fun.
This is my blues.
Great song. No.
Because I'm back down on my own.
And I never heard a whole lot of money either. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right, let's get into the board. Sacred Heart UMBC. Let me get this banner out of the way. It's distracting me.
Yes, it's a final thing.
Hold on. We're talking college basketball. Mid-major Matt and Greg are coming on a little bit later. Talk NFL, all right? Let's dig deep, motherfuckers. Dig deep. 157.5 to 185.5. God damn, this slaps. That was exciting to me. I'm so excited to be. Started with nothing, we had to inspire the beat. Niggas they fly to me. I'm getting to it. Feel like the man. I got the plan. I got the shoot. That's a great song. And then of course Monaco is the fucking last one. What's up? Here he is. Nowhere to be found yesterday. Hold on, I'm getting the fucking. Playing the air violin is that. I'm telling you, everybody sleeps on the air violin. I don't really know why. And the air trumpet too. Hold on, I'm pulling up the splits and we're getting to the board. I got SLU +2. How did you get SLU +2? Dime. Este lo que no cabía. All right, here we go. Careful with the trumpet. Oh, that's why probably nobody does the trumpet. This is, every time this song comes on, all right, then we're going to get in the board, all right? Destination, you guys know Destination Unknown? No, not this fucking song. You know this song? This is why it's hard. I guess, it probably looks, it doesn't look great. But that's how you play a trumpet. You know what I'm saying? I fucking start marching around the fucking dance floor. Probably doesn't look that great, though. Doesn't look that great. But somebody's got to play the trumpet. The trumpet is the fucking whole thing of this song. It's a great song. Got to play in every game. No, you don't. Do you really? Bro, you playing with a trumpet or a hot dog? I said a trumpet, and there's a trumpet playing in this song. There should be no confusion. If you're confused, that's on you. That's a trombone? Trombone? What the fuck is a trumpet then? Oh, the trombone goes like that? That's a jam too. Trumpet doesn't slide. Oh. But the trombone has the buttons and it slides. Air trumpet and piano instrument as well. All right, yeah, we're off to a bad start. Boomer instrument lesson. Well, what instrument is that? That's not the trombone. Trombone has no button, just slides. Okay. All right, we're gonna get back into it. We can't be distracted with this. Keep your mouth closed while you do that. Bro, acting like a flute slides now. Not a flute. They not offer music class when boomers were in elementary school. Yeah, bro. You know what I played? I played the fucking recorder. Hot cross buns. Hot cross buns. Hoo 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 hoo. That's it. It's probably a saxophone. So the whole time I'm playing the wrong instrument. You're telling me that's a saxophone. So the saxophone's like this. That's better. So I should be doing the saxophone the whole time? I said a recorder. The flute goes this way. L mod, what's a mod doing? What happened? The shit you play in school. Yep. All right. Anyways, let's get to it. No more distractions here. One bite of the fireball. Okay. All right. Wait, real talk for a second. Do you remember the first time you came across Tiana Trump? Dude, anybody, you remember a lot of, I'm sure when you're a parent, you will never forget the birth of your child. There's a lot of things that you'll never forget in life. Your first experiences and first moments. The first time you saw Tiana Trump, you're a liar if you weren't. There's no way in hell you could tell me with a straight face your jaw wasn't on the floor like, who is this person? Who is this person? It's incredible. It's incredible. Yeah, I don't know what's going on today. All right, I didn't expect Ollie to hit with that one, but that was very funny. Okay, lock in. She's very good at what she does. We should all, and what we aspire to be in our profession, what we do in life, let's be the Tiana Trump of that, okay? Let's be the Chick-fil-A of that, you know what I mean? All right, Bert, I'm pretty sure you have a family and kids. Don't search that on YouTube. Ollie stock through the roof. Yeah, bro. Seriously, DJ, and you should get Lisa on the board review show. I know. My guy Mikey Overs has already claimed that one, though, unfortunately. I love Lisa, and she's one of my all-timers. Okay, we got to stop. I'm not looking at the comments. I'm turning the chat off right now. If you're talking, I'm not listening, all right? If you're talking, I'm not listening. No disrespect. We got to keep it moving. All right, it's 10:29. I want to talk some CBB. UMBC and Sacred Heart. Sacred Heart 2-1 against UMBC. You down with UMBC? Yeah, you know me. Sacred Heart, are they a little public? Maybe. Let's see what's going on here. We got a little line movement. 157. I mean, this is going to be soaring, isn't it? Is this game soaring? Well, let's see. All this team does is score a lot of fucking points, so maybe it's not that suspicious. Merritt. Oh, wow. UMBC is not bad. I mean, you can't be losing to Marist. Oh, Louisville probably sucks this year, right? All right, I'm back on the comments now. We got to lock in, though, people. Is covers ever right? Yeah, probably not, man. Probably not. I just like the interface. It's so easy to look at the games. Under? Yeah, maybe this is a nasty under now that I'm thinking about it. All right, I'm not going to focus on that. I'm going to pull up Action Network. Action Network for openers is better. I can probably use Wager Talk. It's just so not fucking user-friendly. It's not pleasant to look at. Yeah, you're right. Sacred Heart plus 2.5 to minus 2.5. Good Lord. Are they too sharp? Ollie, who you on right now? Greg under season. Yep. Louisville basketball is known to be fraudulent. All right. You like the under? 161 down to 157.5. My goodness. Okay. I dig it. Hey. Yesterday. What did we say? Wyoming, fake sharp. St. Louis. Mandalay, underlay, mommy, iya. Uh-oh. Cam likes the under. Cam has money. Where's Cam has money, that motherfucker? Probably not even out of bed yet. It's 7:30 over there in the West Coast. Wake up. We're over here putting in fucking work over here. I'm going to move this over a little bit so you guys can see. Underlay, mommy, iya. Uh-oh. If the head right, Tiana Trump, every night, correct me if I'm wrong, but you've been fading steam in CBB. You've been Bezos. Kind of feels like that. All right, I have to tell you, as much as I want to bet on this 11 o'clock game, I do not have a good read. I don't have a good read. I don't have a good read. I don't have a good feel. Nothing is speaking to me in this game. If anything, I agree with Ollie. Here's why, too. So you know I'm not just tailing Ollie here. If you look at Sacred Heart, who do they fucking beat? What is HC? Head coach? They beat Head Coach University. Okay. They've covered 2 spreads, but they've played nobody. UMBC at least played Louisville. And, oh, well, I guess. Oh, God damn it. Hold on. It's so annoying when this happens. All right, here we go. Stealing Ollie's praise, bro? Yeah, let's cancel this idiot. Seriously. How much play stealing is out there on Twitter? My God. All-time high. Okay. Here's what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen. Here's what we're going to do. I think at the end of the day, I'm down with what Ollie says. I'd fade the steam. I don't have a good enough play. I'm out. I'm out on this game. But it's UMBC or nothing. Para me. All right. Let's keep moving. Excuse me. Whoa. Sorry about that. Oh, God. Is LSU seriously the next fucking game? I can't even look at these assholes. You're kidding me. Alex Caruso. Why does that sound familiar? Isn't Alex Caruso a player? All these games are on a neutral. Public betting is getting more sharp. The info has blown up the past years. It's harder to read. I concur. Absolutely concur. I'm not either. He's like, I had to pull over on the highway for this play because it's so surgical. Oh, my God. Who the fuck is Alex Caruso, though? No way. No, I did not hear that, but that is honestly hilarious. Gonna be a guy. Oh. I know who that is. He always teams up with Austin's Props. Right? I was following Austin's Props, but he's using the black X. I said I'm out. Nothing against the guy though. I don't know him personally. Maybe he's a nice guy. Maybe he's a good guy. I don't know. Yeah. I don't follow him anymore. LSU UNT is the lowest total for their team this year. Well, here's the thing. I cannot bet LSU after they just sold. This under seems like the right play. But UNT was my under yesterday, and it soared, just like Ollie said. Exactly. So, yeah, it's really low, but it also makes a ton of sense. Yeah. LSU covers after fucking everyone yesterday. I think you're probably right. Where the fuck is LSU? It's not on here, is it? Was this game supposed to be? Oh, no splits for LSU. Disagree on both. I'm taking UNT and Dayton. All right, fair enough. Yeah, the black X's, bro. Look at that. You can't even see that. You scroll through Twitter. It's like, oh, this guy never loses. I know. But people don't seriously use that, though, do they? Except I know the BTL graphic one time. That was very funny. This is probably a don't overthink it under. But every time I play a very obvious under in any sport, I'm looking at you, Kraken and Islanders last night. Anytime I play an obvious under, never hits. So for that reason, I am out on the 11 a.m. games. I apologize. But I do have leans. UMBC. Oh, you know the other thing here too, Ollie? You know, look at that. Plus 2.5, plus 2.5. Two dogs, 11-30. One's winning, one's not. It's probably going to be UMBC and LSU, probably. I ain't doing it. I ain't fucking doing it, though, I'll tell you that. LSU's probably going to win this game. All right, let's keep moving. St. Louis, the Billikens. Vermont got hot in the second half. Holy shit, kinda hot. Vermont almost got the over. I mean, we needed 144. A 30-point score in the first 10 minutes. We were dead in the water. They ended up fucking scoring 77 points. 141. We almost got there. Off by a basket. Bounce back shots. Here's Crutch Bet Nugget. Have not been hitting. St. John's didn't cover the game. Smashed by me. Good enough. I think it's... Yeah, but it makes a lot of sense, Twizzy. Guys, I do not think this is suspicious at all. UNT is an under team, and LSU offense sucks. Danny McCarthy's solo lead, man. GG too early. Oh, that sucks. I had no idea what the Black X meant. Haha, but he's too good not to follow, in my opinion. UMBC, North Texas, St. John's, Miami money line, lay. Okay. LSU, North Texas, nothing. St. Louis and Vermont. St. Louis and Vermont. St. Louis did the damn thing yesterday. They came through for us. They look to be a very trendy dog right now. Is this correct? Vermont went +1 to -4.5. Holy moly. 141.5? 144 down to 141.5. So Vermont just scored 77. Didn't St. Louis score a fuck ton of points too? 79. It went under. I kind of like this. I kind of like this under. Where there's no splits on any of these goddamn games. That sucks. Oh well. I don't know that we hammer Vermont. UNT has best defense in country 2 years in a row. They're going for a third. Lost their coach, but replacement was an assistant. Do we hammer Vermont? I don't know. It does kind of feel like Vermont, but we're so late, man. +1 to -4.5. We're so late. LSU won by 10 after going from 5 -2 yesterday, and their best player. Whoa. Yeah, see, this is the thing, guys. Steam has not been doing well. It has not. Oh, okay. Cheers to the freaking weekend, baby. Let's have us some fun. Okay. Fuck it. I'd probably buy the bad news with St. Louis. That's what I would do. Explains the Steam, right? All right, we got it. We got an explanation for the Steam. Next game up, Norfolk. Norfolk. What do we got here? Norfolk and Fordham. 1 o'clock. Anything here that we like or don't like? Okay. Skip. SDAC, South Dakota, VMI. SDAC came in. Or came through, I should say, the last time. Anything in this? VMI used to be a once prestigious basketball university. Is that correct? Lean under in VMI and SDAC, 155.5. Let's see if that's accurate. 152. Action showing me 152.5. Pretty steady. SDAC 6 to 7. You kind of think SDAC is just going to beat the shit out of them. I mean, they're pretty trendy. But is VMI worth a damn? Let's see what SDAC has done. They lost to DePaul. They beat University of Texas Rio Grande Valley. Bet you didn't think I was going to get that one right, you motherfuckers. Bet you didn't think I would. All right, they lost to South Carolina. They lost to Christ. And they lost to Oh, no, they beat Christ. They lost to Richmond. All right, yeah. VMI sucks. On VMI, you like it a lot. VMI is a play I would have, even if I wasn't taking a play in every game to get. Jesus. I think VMI sucks. What about VMI under? Is that a high total? Let's see. They scored 60 fucking points. NFLs will start closer to 11:30. Mid-major Matt will be on, and so will Greg. Maybe 11:20. I gotta get that fucker the link, by the way. Gotta get that fucker the link. VMI, yeah, nothing's really speaking to me here. Long stream. As long as I can until I get gassed. Oh, all these, that's what you want to see there. 25% of the bets, 40% of the money, although that shit has not been hitting. It has not been hitting. You're welcome. Georgia State, Northern Illinois, anything here? Not really speaking to me. I'm just going to keep moving. You want to hammer Colorado? We can't talk about every game. I'm going to be here all day. All right. We got shit to do. All right. But for a recap, I'd go UMBC. I like LSU. I'd buy the bad news with the Billikens. Norfolk, nothing. Honestly, SDAC Vermont, first half under. No, I wish. I have corp shit at 3 o'clock, unfortunately. How are we feeling about the Cleveland future after Burrow injury last night? Oh, my God. I didn't even think about that. I did not even think about that, actually. LSU under just dropped to 125. Well, good morning. Let's be great today. Yes, indeed. Good morning. Good morning, the Rockets. I didn't even think about that, actually. Feeling better. Although I hate injuries, man. I don't like injuries rooting for anything, or benefiting me in betting, but it is what it is. So, yeah, I guess Joe Flacco's beating the Browns today. Very funny. All right, Dayton and St. John. Is today the day for St. John's? Is today the goddamn day for St. John's? Is today the day for St. John's? That's what I want to know. Somebody tell me. Steak, are you in here? Is today the day for St. John's? Oh, yeah. Dayton, let me tell you what. All right. Let me tell you a little something about Dayton. All right. These no, Malik, they don't. But that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to educate them. It's amazing how you knock me off my Dayton got their ass kicked to LSU. They were down by, fucking 16 points with 2 minutes left? No, not 2 minutes left. Anyways, they ended the game on like a 25-7 run. Good for them. They got hot. LSU got cold. I'm not buying it. St. John's played Michigan, bounced back, beat North Texas, almost blew it. Haven't covered a goddamn spread. Haven't covered a spread. What do we think? Is it the Johnnies today? I want to know. Haven't covered yet this year. It's them today. All right. Well, do we want to tell G Unit or do we not want to tell G Unit? You tell me. You fucking tell me. I'm putting it up. I'm putting it up. First one on the board for me, ladies and gentlemen. First one on the board for me. I love Joe Flacco. I'll never forget. I always pick one player in every Super Bowl to go nuts with on props. Niners, Ravens, Super Bowl. Flacco was my guy. Oh my God, I have peanut butter on me. I am a fucking mess today, bro. How is that even possible? I am a mess today. St. John's, put it on the board. I'm on fire. All right, let's keep moving. I don't know if you can trust the Johnny yet. W song before this one. A Ravens fan, I'll always love him. Yep. And I will always love you. Wyoming and College of Charleston. Oh, look at what we have here. Two limp dick fuckers, as Robert Downey Jr. would say in Tropic Thunder. Limp dick fucker. Love The Cure. One of my favorite bands. Well. What do we have here? Couple of fucking losers. How about the over? Isn't that a high total? Or a College of Charleston total is always high? They scored 64. Yeah, I drove to Chicago to see The Cure at Lollapalooza. It was great. Let's see how public this over is, shall we? No, where the fuck is it? Are they not on here either? Damn it. Wyoming. No Wyoming. I like this over. Anybody else like this over? 151 up to 151.5 according to Action Network. On it. I want to get it now before it's 152. Wyoming is going to score some points. These guys, College of Charleston's going to run them out of the gym. That's what College of Charleston's going to do. College of Charleston's going to run them out of the goddamn gym. 5 to 5.5. Wyoming just played. Who the fuck did they just play? The Billikens, the fake sharp fuckers. 69 points. Oh, yeah. Give me the over. Give me the over. Christina, I need you to do me a favor and step into my goddamn office. Where's my marker? There's no snare in my headphones. Here we go. Okay, let's keep it moving. What time is it? 10:47. We're making good progress here. San Jose State, maybe Abilene. If you think you like this over, wait till we get later in the slate. All right, well, we got to move a little bit. We got to pick up the tempo and the pace here because we got NFL. We got NFL talk. Honestly, my acai bowl now is like just eating peanut butter. Georgia and Miami, 156.5. That's an interesting game. Wow, nobody's on Georgia, huh? Nobody's on Georgia. Okay. Anybody like Georgia? Main money line? Miami now at 7. Interesting. Okay. Just got on any plays in early games? No. No, Ben. This is all I got so far. That's all I got. I got leans. UMBC, LSU, St. Louis, S-Stack, under. First half under. Lean under in Miami, but so does Megan making money. Yeah, there's not much action on that over, guys. 41% of the bets, 31% of the money, according to DraftKings. That could be an over. We don't see coming. Peanut butter on ice cream is the play. Oh, yeah, baby. I like that. Oh, I like that. Work that back. Where the money at? How about someone said Maine money line? Crizzo. What you like about Maine money line? 138.5 down to 136.5. Presbyterian's 4-0. Oh, wow. We've got 2-2 Maine, 4-0 Presbyterian, and Maine is the favorite, huh? Maine does seem quite sharp today. Maine seems like the little sharp contrarian play. Oliver, what do we think about this? Maine is a pick 'em up to 3s. I don't like steam, though. Pres been killing sharp spots. Presbyterian has? Guys are 3-0 ATS. I forgot about this game was leaning under. Well, the under looks pretty sharp. 137.5. Well, according to action, it hasn't moved. It's 137.5. You like this under, huh? What do you like about this under? Let's see. So far, Presbyterian. So Maine lost to Merrimack, and Charlotte beat Northwestern State. Okay. It's hard to know if Presbyterian is legit or not. It really is. Who said Maine money line? I think you're right. Yeah, Crizzo. I'm riding with Crizzo. I'm riding with fucking Crizzo. Crizzo in the hizzo. Crizzo. Let's ride. I like it. Fuck Presbyterian. Oh, my square on Action Network just put some bets in. Let's see what she's on. We're ready. Drum roll. DJ at the square stable. My fade. UMBC. She said not super confident. I also lean, but I'm 0-2 fading Presbyterian. Yeah. Maybe just sit this one out. Oh, wow. My fade went 8-3 yesterday, though. Oh, my God. She went 7-3 yesterday in college basketball. Oh, she's due to get fucking wrecked today. Yeah, Crizzo just cooked. All right, she's on UMBC in St. Louis plus 4.5. So good luck. Good luck. Her name is Lauren. I mean, a couple people I follow, but I'm on the same side as them sometimes. But most of the times, I don't really like to be. She goes by the Spin Zone. Jesus, the Spin Zone. I think she's an Action Network employee. Steak just sent me some under candidates. All right. I don't know her name. Lauren? I think that's her name. Lauren J. She seems nice. Nothing personal. That's what I'm saying. It's nothing personal with these people. Everybody gets their fucking titties in the bunch. Nothing personal. I don't know. I don't have her Twitter. I just came across her on Action Network, and I was just kind of following her, paying attention. I was like, man, she's on a lot of square sides, and I was just paying attention. I was like, I don't like to be on the same side as her. She is on UMBC. Be careful. But, hey, she went 7-3 yesterday, so she might be fine. All right, let's keep moving. I I got nothing on this Denver game. Faded Denver successfully. SIU Edwardsville. Let's go. SIU Edwardsville yesterday. Thank goodness that came through. Squares E2. They do. Squares E2. Absolutely. I don't dislike squares, by the way, guys. A lot of my friends are squares. I make square bets. It's okay, right? No, Denver didn't win. SIU Edwardsville did. Late A's. Get on Twitter, bro. I went to the goddamn bar to watch the game. I walk in. Uruguay and fucking Argentina's playing. The fucking place is packed. Couldn't believe it. I was like, permiso. SIU Edwardsville. Some people watching the bar with soccer. Yes, it was soccer. And it was chippy. They were fighting. Messi got in there. A little fucking forearm shiver. That was a good game. I was fired up. That place was fired up. I was texting my wife. She's like, should I walk Mojo without you? I'm like, 10 more minutes. That place was fucking lit. Soccer is that. I like it. I don't really care for MLS shit, though. I can't pretend to be into it. All right, let's keep going. Oh, my God. Okay, I have one for you. How in the world does Notre Dame Oklahoma State go over? This is another obvious under that I'm telling you about. But every time I play these, they don't fucking hit. But I still want to, you know? Edwardsville en la televisión, por favor. So, seriously, guys, what do you think about this? Does anybody know? Notre Dame sucks. They sucks. I can't believe I forgot to bet Auburn yesterday. God damn it. Good read. That's okay. As long as the reads are there, you know. How does this game go over? 137.5 down to 133.5. Holy shit. Oklahoma State has gone under in every game. No, they haven't. Sorry. Under, over, under. I don't know. I don't understand how this game goes over, guys. Notre Dame is an under wagon, under in every game. Take that back. Sorry, they're 2-1 to the under. I can't tell if it's an O or a U. God, my eyesight's getting terrible. How does this game go over? Hard to take an under after that much movement. I know, man, but god damn this. I don't know how this gets into the 130s. Truly don't. Where is Notre Dame? Let's see if they're anywhere on here. Just curious. Oh, I guess maybe not. Nope, not on here. Damn. You guys are right. I can't really advocate for an under if it's moved that much, but my oh my. That is the on the surface under that I am all about. All right, let's keep moving. Oh boy, Providence and Kansas State, huh? You know, Kansas State woke up. They did wake up. They beat the shit out of South Dakota State. Ooh, I like Kansas State. I like Kansas State. Can I do it? Can we do it? Can I do it? Can we do it? Can we do it? Can we say fuck Providence? Loud and clear, and it's on a neutral? Like a fucking presidential campaign. Yes, we can. Kansas State. Will Howard. You're telling me Providence is the Martin Perez? Where the fuck is Phil Zutley, man? Isn't Phil Zutley a college basketball guy, or is he not? I feel like Phil's has been corpo on us. Good luck fading PC. Underdogs winning. They have been for 2 years. I want to take Kansas State, man. I want to take Kansas State, and I don't care who knows. And you know what? I got the purple motherfucker. We're doing it. I'm doing it. You can do whatever you want. Aaron Nola about to sign with the Braves. We might not see Phils for a while. R.I.P. Phils. All right, let's keep moving. Duke and Bucknell. Bucknell. Actually, a client who went to Bucknell. Really nice guy. His name's Ryan. I wonder how he's doing. I haven't heard from him in a while. Hope he's well. Ryan, if you're watching, I doubt you are. You don't know anything about the degenerate, but hope all is well. 141.5. Duke probably gonna kill him. Late to the party. What's up, gang? What's up? Taste these nuts. All right, let's keep moving. We've got 10:58. I should probably get the link out to mid-major Matt and to Greg. I'm gonna keep moving. I'm gonna send this link out to Greg and mid-major. In the meantime, let's see what else we got. Ooh, Butler and Michigan State. Michigan State minus 8.5. Butler 3-0 at 3-0 ATS. Is it Michigan State? Excuse me. Is it Michigan State? Hold on. Michigan State going to kill them. That 8.5 number is always weird in college basketball. I hate it. What about like Michigan State first half? Michigan State for sure. Michigan, I mean, right? This team had a lot of fucking. Didn't they have a lot like pretty high expectations? I feel like they did. All right, I'm gonna get laggy for a second, guys. I gotta open up Twitter and send mid-major the StreamYard link. It's gonna get laggy. I feel like a pilot. We're gonna hit some expected turbulence here. Here are the bumps, guys. Hold on. Hold your motherfucking horses. All right. Boom. Shout out Fade Jeff Rosa for the follow and J Stag with the follow. 2,299 followers, almost 2,300. W. I think Ref said 4.5 and 8.5 aren't hitting so far. Is that for favorites or dogs? All right, let's see. Favorites? Okay. Yeah, that does kind of scare me. I'd probably take Michigan State first half. SIU Edwardsville -2. They probably lose to Nicholls State now. Michigan State -10. Jeez, Louise. Too late. I'm out. Wisconsin and Robert Morris. That's interesting. The Gators. Who'd the Gators lose to? I thought the Gators were going to be pretty good at basketball this year. Oh, they lost to Virginia on a neutral. Damn. Kind of feels like it's the Gators today. See, 8.5 I don't like. 7.5 I can fuck with. Let's see if the spreads are anywhere. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Florida's up to 9 now in DraftKings. So this, I have a question. Is this over too obvious? The Gators are a fucking team that can score. The Gators can score. FSU, not so much, right? Oh, my God. They put up 94. Never mind. This is a really, really obvious over. Early rivalry game. Yep. Is it on a neutral too? No, it's in Florida. You love Ryder? Where's Ryder? I don't see Ryder. Looked at the under, but the splits aren't great. Yeah, I agree. It's probably Florida or nothing for me there. All right, NC State, Radford, JMU. Kentucky, no. You like Radford? Okay. People really like Radford this year, huh? I'm gonna respectfully just I'm gonna sit on the sideline for Radford, and you guys can have fun with that. Let's play a little tune. You guys want a tune? Who remembers this old school fucking classic? You guys remember this one? Fire in your new shoes. Actually, no, I'm not in the mood for that one. It's underrated. Hold on. Ooh. Block party used to fuck. All right, let's keep moving. Start the commotion, the wise guys. Every guy that would be go clubbing in the late 90s. Michigan State under? Bert, I can fuck with that. If Michigan State's going to win, they got to do it with defense, right? Son, God, I can give you life. I can take it away. Son. Ooh, everybody on the over. To you. Underrated. I just have one question. Yeah, I saw a block party in Central Park. They were pretty good. Glasgow, nice. That sounds cool. You like to party, Cool Canes, dude. Bert, I have one question for you, though. I have one question. Is Michigan State a super obvious under team? Because I feel like all I hear about in Michigan State is that they can't fucking shoot. So is this just too obvious? They've gone under in the last 2 games. Scored 74 and they've scored 65. Weirdest boost ever on Hard Rock. 4 to win by 7+. Oh, wow. They were really good at shooting last year, just in a slump right now. Okay. How about Michigan State first half? I like Michigan State first half. I think that's what I like. That's what I would take. I don't know if I'm going to play it. Maybe half a unit just to feel something, you know? I got to tell you, no, but Butler hasn't given up points. Splits high on the over. Okay, yeah, I agree. Okay. I like the under. I'm with you, Bert. I like that one. I'm going to put that one on there. I'm going to put both. I don't know what I'm going to play. I'm not going to play both, but I'm going to – what the fuck is my black marker? There's no snare in my headphones. Oh, didn't hear the whole goddamn time. Turn it into my zone. I want it underneath. Turn it into my zone. She don't think straight. No, she don't think straight. Question. How do you feel about fading Auburn? 10.5 St. Bonaventure? What do we think about that? Auburn, big wins against Notre Dame. Probably went out and partied their ass off in Nueva York. What do you think about that? I'm kind of hip to it. Is that what the kids say? I'm hip to it? I kind of like saying that every now and then. Kind of hip to it. Let's see. Oh, St. Bonnie's coming off a pretty big win, though. They beat Oklahoma State. I don't know. I'm kind of down to fade Auburn. Is that weird? Wow, Radford. 6% of the bets, 21% of the money. If you're taking Radford, you better sprinkle that ML. Go for glory. Go for glory. I am curious. I can't stop burping. Sorry. That acai bowl kind of fucked me up. Not gonna lie. I think I ate too much peanut butter. That's too much peanut butter to start your day with. I'll tell you that. Jeez. Too much sugar too. I'm like tingling. Way too much sugar in there. Oh my God, I'm tweaking right now. I'm fucking tweaking. I need a dip or something. Okay. Why can't I find this fucking game? Oh well. No, shut the fuck up. No way. He likes the over? I feel like this is the most obvious under. Fresh pasta, that actually be a good counter. That's crazy. Holy shit, that's crazy. Wow. All right. I'm down to fade second half plays. Benjamin Blinkerton? I don't know what that is, but it sounds really fun. Benjamin Blinkerton. I have a dip. Maybe I should put a dip in. Need a little something. 11:08. We're going to talk NFL here in about 20 minutes if you just tuned in. 20 minutes, mid-major Matt's going to come on. Greg's going to come on. We'll talk some NFL. We're finishing up here at college basketball. We're grinding. Man says you need a wax pen. No way, bro. All right. Anything else? Anything else? I mean, this is a lot to digest with other sports, you know? It's a lot. Tell Greg to bring a bong. Maryland covers. Oh, that's a cheeky one. Jump shot, John. You're right. Bong review on stream. I'm telling you, you don't want that. I'll lose my mind. It is a good time to play grinding. It's always a good time to play grinding. That acai bowl fucked me up.
Yo,
I gotta get a dip.
I go by the name of Pharrell from the Neptunes, and I just want to let y'all know the world is about to feel something that they never felt before. Come on.
From ghetto to ghetto, the backyard to yard, I sell it with one whip. It's off the hard, I'm the neighborhood pusher. Call me subwoofer, cause I pump bass like that, Jack. On or off the track, I'm heavy cuz ball till you fall and you can dump to the Betty Gov. Sorry my love, but I'm seeing through these eyes. Benz convoys with the wagon on the side. Only big boys keep deuces on the ride. Gucci Chuck Taylor with the dragon on the side. Man, I make a buck while I swam. I'm trying to show y'all who the fuck I am. The Jews is flirting, be damned if I'm hurting. Legend in 2 games like I'm Pee Wee Kirkland. Platinum on the block with consistent hits. While Pharrell keep talking this music shit.
Devers hog. Grinding. Oh my God. Could you imagine? All right, let's dial it in. Couple more rounds here. Couple more rounds. Here's what I got so far, ladies and gentlemen. St. John's, Wyoming over, Maine money line, K-State, Michigan first half, and the under. Not going to play both. That fire drill day was different. I got another one coming soon, I think, actually. Like the week after Thanksgiving. It's insane how many fire drills there are in this fucking place. All right. Maryland? Actually, I'm going to put Maryland on the board. Who said Maryland? I like that one. Maryland's going on the fucking board. Maryland's going on the goddamn board. Let's see what Maryland's been up to.
Patty cake, I'm the baker's man.
I bake them cakes as fast as I can.
And you can tell by how my bread stacks.
Oh.
Watch it like my whip, like my chick topless. Doing a $1.6 with me in the cockpit. Grinding, cousin, I got hoes for.
Oh, but Maryland lost to UAB.
I see you keep it coming in my way. That's just as heavy as my name.
Kind of like the under.
I can't swear I won't change. Excuse me if my wealth got me full of myself. Cocky something that I just can't help.
Oh, the under is way too sharp.
And the ice 32 below minus
The wind chill.
Filthy, the word that best defines
Yeah,
me. I'm just
I like Maryland.
Y'all never mind me.
I'm good with that. Butler team total under.
Grinding, you know what I keep in a line.
Yeah, it's very obvious, though. No, I can't. I'll push through.
You know what I keep in a line. Niggas better stay in line with. You see a nigga like me shining. My grind's about family, never been about fame. Some days I went.
RLM on UNC Greensboro. You know what happens here, though. You know what happens here. If the team just didn't cover an outright spread, these fuckers can't cover a spread. Oh! Oh. Let me tell you something. What I've noticed, we're just going to make a mental note here. UNC Greensboro, a double-digit dog having a little steam to them, a little RLM, according to covers. I don't know how accurate this is. But Arkansas just failed to cover as a double-digit dog twice. So that kind of makes me lean Arkansas here. I would fade that steam. I might try it. I might try that system out. For a half unit. B score? What are you talking about? Arkansas. All right. You know what? I think that's all I got for college basketball so far, guys. Towson sucks ass. Hold up. Let him cook. I'm double dipping. Yep, I am. I'm going MSU first half and Butler team total under. Tail and Burt. I like it. I think you're onto something. Can you do me a favor? Can you put that in Discord so I don't forget? Thank you very much. I'll give you credit as well. Oh, no, I gave you credit yesterday. I got to do somebody new today. Ollie, what do you like today? It might be your turn. I'm going around the room. Giving out credit. Oh, I never did. I didn't do Furl's team total over. I didn't know if you guys were 100% confident about that. 10-point dogs. Yeah, you're right. They're going to get smothered. Good call. I like the Bonnies. I can't help it. I like the Bonnies. Should I not like the Bonnies? Bert, that total, though, moved up from LSU. Give me credit for this for today, Mystics? Okay. UMass, Furl, 3 to 3.5 against Harvard. Auburn, 8 to 10.5. Shit. Dude, I'm doing it. I'm fucking doing it. I'm doing it. I'm taking the Bonnies. Bonnies. All right, you want to look at let's look at hockey real quick. Those are my plays. St. John's, Wyoming over, Maine, Kansas State, MSU, Burt, Maine, Crizzo, Maryland, Arkansas, Bonnies. Let's go. Bro collabing with Kyler Murray. Greg is in queue. What's up, G Money?
What's up, man? God, does it brings back so many fond memories to see the Bonnies on the board, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah, it does. I love it. I can't wait. Nice teal babies room. Love it. Greg, good to have you with us. Mid-major Matt should be joining shortly.
Fuck him.
Fuck him. Before we get to the NHL or before we get to NFL, let's take a quick look at the hockey board, shall we? Quick look at the hockey board. Let's go to the ice real quick. Great start.
Why
to
is
the
this
NHL
game at 2 p.m.?
Sweden.
Hockey's so weird. Oh.
Yep. They're in Sweden right now.
Touche.
I know. So the Red Wings played yesterday and they lost. People like them today.
They played yesterday and they play in Sweden today. Am I just this dumb? Am I missing a whole thing going on in the NHL?
No, they played in Sweden yesterday.
Oh, okay. God, the NHL just doesn't fucking pump shit up at all, does it?
Greg, have you ever heard this song, by the way?
Are you going to play this goddamn Cardi B song again?
No.
Oh.
It's a Meek Mill song. It's called Blue Notes. Have you heard this song?
No, you sent it this morning, actually. No, I have not.
Okay. Have you heard this song?
It's a whole
lot of money in this motherfucker.
Yes, you've said this. I think you've said this to me twice this week.
It's a whole lot of money.
This is from like 2001 too. This didn't just come out.
It'll keep me run no broke shit,
Damn
that
it,
bullshit get old. It'll keep me run no hoe shit, these hoes get too bold. I'm allergic to that no shit, my wrist game on cold. I might pick my coupe just to match with my toes. Yeah, I can't wear the shit you bitches wear because it's cheap to me. It's some money at my table, grab a seat with me. Cost a ticket just to cover on my league.
That song is so good. I just can't not move my shoulders.
Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy that you just found it. Have you heard? This is a good one. Here Comes the Sun by the Beatles. That's a pretty good one too.
Does not make your shoulders move, bro.
No, it doesn't.
Does
Makes
not.
your heart move though.
Does make your heart move. I got nothing in the Red Wings game. Jets and the Sabres. You know, somebody just said, are the Jets a good team? They might be a good team, but here's the thing. The Jets are 10-5 on the puck line. There's something about these 175, 180 home favorites that I don't really like. They give me the heebie-jeebies. I think I like the Sabres, guys. Anybody else like the Sabres? To the Sabres.
I haven't played a hockey game in like a week.
Back-to-back losses.
Maybe since like Monday or Tuesday.
They're off 2 losses. 2 nights of rest. Jets beat the Devils. They're on 2 nights of rest. Yeah, I like that under. I like the Sabres, man. I like the Sabres. I'm going to put the Sabres on the board. NHL Sabres on the fucking board. Yeah.
I could tail that. I could use a hockey play.
Been a good start to the ice. The Iceman giveth. All right. They just lost Tage.
That's a good emoji.
I know. Avatar. That's an avatar.
Mm.
Last one for the day. Panthers and the Ducks. The Ducks for due for a little regression. The Panthers just played in LA. Like the Panthers here. Anybody else?
Are the Ducks falling off a little bit? That was going to be my question.
Buy bad news. I'll buy some bad news. We'll see how it does. I haven't done it in hockey yet. The Ducks just got their ass kicked to the Avalanche. Faded the Panthers last night.
They had been pretty hot.
Oh yeah, the Ducks were on fire. They won like 7 straight games. I want to fade a home fade off a home win trend. 22-17 regress back today. Go Sabres. Like the over in that game, Furl. All right, I like the Cats. How about Cats team total over? Cats meow. Let's go Cats team total over there. I'm fucking with it. Let's do it. Whole lot of money in this motherfucker. All right, and then NBA before mid-major comes on. What do we got in the NBA?
Why not?
Greg.
Look at NBA so we can all change when stuff changes. Got my first under, yeah.
Yeah, and the two you said before that also hit.
You're going to get mad at me about this.
Why?
I took another one. I took Chet under 2.5 assists, and it hit last night too.
It did or did not?
It did.
And you just didn't tell me?
I didn't tell anyone, no. But I was texting myself on the group that anyway. You guys had gone to bed.
So, Greg, you are
to get some stuff done. If anyone was communicating with me, I would have told you. But I was just like, hey, guys, what about this? Actually, I was talking about that fucking Kirshner exchange that we had that like Jake retweeted, and then I got a ton of action for it.
Oh, yeah, that was great, by the way. Nice job. Devers Hog. Yeah, so Greg's been money with the player prop under so far since we tried to do this. Greg has sent 4, and they've all hit. So I will tell you, Greg, if you like something today, let us know, please, before the game starts.
There's just no point to me in looking now. I get so annoyed with NBA because I look and I find something, and I'm not going to punch it in at fucking 11 o'clock because 3 guys are going to get ruled in, ruled out, whatever.
I know. You can't do it too early. You're right.
Actually, I want to see if the other one I had my eye on hit last night. I didn't take it, but I'm just curious.
I would be down to fade a Wizards player. Let's see what this says. Short shot lines haven't been hitting. I'm afraid the folks are just caught on out gambling normalized, and all these fuckers are paying $9 to entertain guys. Yeah. Well said, Fat Girls. Well said. Yeah, it's a lot harder. Everything you got to adapt. You have to change. Yep, for sure. Oh man, I kind of like the Hawks here. Is somebody out for the Sixers or something? Why are the Hawks favored? Isn't that weird?
Embiid's day to day. Yeah, who the fuck knows with the NBA? It's the first time I'm looking at the NBA board today, too.
Yeah. I have
You know what kind of sucks? It might be the Bulls.
no.
Yeah, I like this system, man. I like this system of teams that recently played take the flip.
Okay.
I mean, it hit with Mavs Pelicans recently. The Warriors just hit one. Like it's been hitting pretty frequently.
Hold on one second.
I don't want to bet the Bulls, though. I really hate the Bulls. Matt, what's up? Look at you in an office space.
Matt, I got a notification. It says your guest is on Android Chrome, which has a bug that causes an echo. Google is working to fix it for now. Please ask your guest to wear headphones to avoid echo. We've informed your guest.
Are you just telling everybody
you,
I can afford an Android, or what are you trying to say with that?
No, I'm just letting you know in case of that. You sound fine.
I got you. Is the background okay with the shades, or I can move?
The tree is beautiful.
Tree's great. Where are you? Are you in Fort Lauderdale?
Fuck no, it's fake, brother. That's not real. I don't have any gators around me.
I would assume a palm tree in your fucking office is not real.
Hey, it's California. Have you been down the Boulevard, Hollywood?
Yeah, we went to Greg's. I have been down the Boulevard. I rode a skateboard down there. Greg's bachelor party was in L.A.
How'd you guys like it?
Hated it.
Man.
Yeah, it's awful. It's dirty. Don't come back.
We had a really nice time on Santa Monica and whatnot, but yeah, LA sucks in my opinion. But we had a good time. That was fun. Where did we go, Greg? Where you thought the DJ was Kevin Durant or something, or you thought Kevin Durant?
No, it wasn't the DJ. We were very, very positive. Kevin Durant walked in. It was Shore Club.
Shore Club. Been to Shore Club?
I'm not a Shore Club kind of guy. I apologize. I don't know exactly what you're talking about.
I'm not either, but we had to go for a bachelor party.
Okay. I figured Greg for a West Hollywood kind of guy. You guys don't get that reference, though.
I've been to West Hollywood. I went to the W there. It was kind of nice. I paid like $17 for a canned beer. Yeah.
So West Hollywood is the more friendly version, more friendly, more adverse to the male companionship. So it is very expensive out there.
Got it. Yeah, Greg's a class guy. Beeman, I really appreciate the sub. I was actually trying for a sub, but Twitch wasn't letting me. Oh, Beeman with a sub bang early. Oh, that's nice.
Do we have time for a quick Shore Club story? I'll be super quick.
Beeman with 3 sub bangs. W Beeman. Yes, Greg, we got time for your story. Shoot.
All right, it's very dumb, but I was in line. I mean, this was like end of the night. We've been drinking all day, and I can be very dumb sometimes and a bit gullible. We were in line to go to the bathroom, and one of my buddies told me, like, had walked out and was like, oh, it's really cool in there. There's actually like a bar in the bathroom. Like you can actually order a drink while you're taking a piss, and like they can go into like look into the men's bathroom. And me and my other buddy were literally just going in there to do drugs. So we were like, oh fuck. So we start like stressing out of like, what are we gonna do? And like awkward hanging online. And as soon as we got in there, it's like obviously there's not a fucking bartender in the bathroom. And we're like, oh god damn it, we're such morons. So it was just very funny because we're like both in line of like, do we just like leave line? Do we just walk in? But good times.
That's a fan. If I was drinking all day and someone told me that story, I'd probably believe you if I've never been there before. It's LA.
It was a trendy
weird
bar.
Shit, man.
Dude, there's like a back area that it was literally hotbox. Like everybody was just smoking indoors in the whole back area. So it was like, fuck, who knows? Like it could be a thing.
Greg is down. Greg's down to experiment. All right, we're finishing up NBA here. I don't know if anybody has anything. Couple of 7.5 spreads I don't really like. Yeah, Greg, it's probably the Bulls playing the Magic again. It's probably also maybe they're going to score some points.
Ooh, that over could be nice too. They just played a pretty sluggish one, right?
Yeah, I mean the Magic played good defense. The Bulls suck ass. Could be an over to go back to it. Magic first half maybe. San Diego, very nice, DJ, and that's a place to visit. I have heard that, and I believe you. I would love to go. I'm
beautiful.
I'm going to try to go. There. We're going to see. We're going to see Bad Bunny in Vegas in February, so I'm thinking I'm going to go to San Diego first and then go to Vegas.
What weekend are you going?
I think the concert is February 23rd, so we'd probably go before that, like the 19th or whatever.
Yeah, I'm out in Vegas the week after the Super Bowl for a week.
Okay, it's probably the week after you.
Oh, okay.
No, isn't the Super Bowl like the first or second weekend in February?
I don't know anymore, man. They change it every year.
Super Bowl's the second week, man. I think it's the second week because it's right around President's Day.
Okay.
I think I'm going to 13th on the Monday, and I'm staying through that Sunday. It'll be a long week for me.
Okay. All right. Well, I
Jesus, a
dig
week
it.
in Vegas is a long time. That's too
Yeah, I
long.
got a conference out there, and then for the Monday through Thursday, I'm staying through Sunday for leisure.
That should be a very good time.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know if anybody has anything here on the NBA slate. Matt, I know you're not a big NBA guy. I'm not really either, but we try to be.
Yeah, I mean, if I could win money at it, I would be. I just fucking suck at the NBA, and I hate the goddamn. I
do
hate
too.
everyone, all the injuries and shit that you guys post every day. It just
God.
can't do it.
It's impossible. It's impossible.
It's impossible. Yeah, I mean, you guys are taking advantage of it, which is good for you. I just can't. I can't master it, so I don't waste my time.
Yep. Okay, that's fine. You guys like the over? Mr. DJ, did we have eggs today? No eggs today. I had an acai bowl. It kind of fucked me up. Too much peanut butter. Jazz, 5.5. Maybe the Suns, maybe the Clippers, 5.5 to 7.5. Blazers, I don't know. I don't like any of these spreads. Probably the Nuggets. Are the Nuggets square? Yeah, too much
I feel
peanut
like they're
butter.
always
square
square,
up. I
right?
go Nuggets.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Supreme Fatty. What the fuck? Who puts a ton of peanut butter in an acai bowl?
Dude, I didn't make the fucking acai bowl. It just comes with peanut butter. And I think they put too much peanut butter in it, is my point.
I feel like
Did you eat it all?
Yes. I ate the whole goddamn thing. Bananas, coconut, granola, acai.
It sounds good.
It was
I
great.
just don't get where peanut butter goes into that. Yeah, peanut butter does not belong in an acai bowl.
Are you sure? Yes, I always get peanut butter in acai bowl.
So you ask for additional peanut butter.
It comes in it. No, it comes in it. I got the protein one. It came with like chocolate protein and peanut butter.
Peanut butter doesn't have much protein. That's a myth.
It came with chocolate protein and peanut butter.
Okay, I've never seen a peanut. Yeah, I'm with everybody in the chat. I've never seen them put a
How
dollop
much-
of peanut butter in.
How much do you think? How much do you think my acai bowl was? I added blueberries and coconut flakes.
13.
No, more than that.
So you just basically get yogurt with peanut butter. That's
Dude, there's no yogurt. Do you know what acai is? It's not fucking yogurt.
But I'm just trying to think of what the base is, where you had to add blueberries and coconut, but it came with peanut butter.
They put peanut butter around the rim, and then they put acai in it, and then they put the blueberries and the granola. Then they top it with the coconut flakes and the sliced banana on top.
Okay, wild.
Was
I've
that-
just never seen peanut butter as an option.
All right, you don't believe?
I
I'm
have,
just
to
gonna
be
say-
fair. This is really cute, but I have seen peanut butter as an option.
Yes, I know. It's very popular in acai bowls. You guys are crazy. Anyways,
Peanut butter rim job.
peanut butter rim job, exactly. All right, let's talk NFL. Enough fucking around. R.I.P. Joe Burrow. R.I.P. Mark Andrews.
Bengals futures.
R.I.P. your Bengals futures, Greg. I really like that look there. That's tough. You got great CLV.
I actually
All right.
might be able to close out or cash out.
Cash out for $5. Put it on the Browns futures. That's a great investment.
Yeah, right?
Join me, Greg. The water's warm. All right.
Sometimes FanDuel slacks on that.
Talk to me about the Cardinals Texans. And before you do, let me just say this, Matt. You probably don't know this, but it's something that I've paid attention to the last few years. And Greg knows because I've been telling him. For whatever reason, when Kyler Murray is a 5 or 5.5 point dog on the road, he wins. And I think it was last year or the year before they were playing the Cowboys. And it was the same situation. And it was my best bet in the newsletter because of that. And they won. I want to go Cardinals here, but I feel like I also at the same time want to listen to myself and stop fading CJ Stroud. I like the over, 48.5, 49, whatever it is, feels pretty high. It's also probably a little square. I would imagine it's Pro and Joe or maybe just Joe. I like the over. I like the Cardinals. Matt, I want to start with you. What do you think about this game?
Cardinals are one of my favorite bets this week. Yeah.
Yeah, I say Matt. I know Matt's very high on this one, so I'll take a back seat.
It's so first reason I like to correlate lines throughout the season because especially if one loses, I think just regression or whatever you want to call it to the mean. It things tend to average out over time, right? If I know you guys all remember, it was Greg's best bet. I think week 4, week 5, Bengals -3 at Arizona. Arizona was a very sharp dog at home. Josh Dobbs was doing fantastic with Connor. They opened up at +5.5. The Cardinals got back down all the way to +3 at kickoff. That's a lot of movement for a shit home team, a shit team at home. They got blown out, as you guys all know. Great bet by Greg. Great spot to buy the lowest on the Bengals. What we're seeing now is the Arizona being bought against as opposed to being bought for. So against the against the Bengals, they were bought all the way down to +3. They're now getting bought against. So the Texans are the movement is getting heavier to them. Juice is going towards their direction. I like that regression in the mean in the sense that the Cardinals burned everyone before in the same exact spot. Now there will never be a higher point to buy CJ Stroud. His MVP talk is now circulating more than it ever has. D'Amico Ryan is being talked about coach of the year potentially. The Texans are being talked about the AFC contender all of a sudden. They're in the playoff picture. And the Texans also, by chance, is a great sandwich spot after winning last week in a comeback fashion, which they shouldn't have if Tyler Boyd catches a 3 flags up thrown ball. They play the Jaguars next week, which should be for the conference, or to take the lead in the division. They're playing an out-of-conference home game against a shit team in the Cardinals with a head coach no one believes in and a quarterback that's everyone's making this. You guys saw that picture with the size of his hands, if that's true or not. Nobody likes the Cardinals. No one respects them. And I know Greg and I talked about it. If you watch the Browns-Cardinals game, I'm sorry, but the Cardinals defense did not look bad against a healthy Browns offense in a sense.
Well.
On the road. I like the Cardinals, man. The Texans defense is not that good. Their biggest issue is that they can't stop the run. James Conner's back and healthy. They're going to give him the ball 20 times. If you watch the game against the Falcons last week, Kyler Murray made some fantastic plays. He looked very agile. I think he's healthy. I think they control the possession because I did like the over, but what didn't correlate with me was that the Texans were getting bought up and then the over started getting bought down. So I think the Cardinals defense comes to play, and I don't think Stroud has that great of a game.
What's weird to me is DJ, and you showed this, and that's what, like, this feels like the don't overthink it overplay. But it's weird to me that it moved down a half a point. Even that it moved down at all, or even if it held steady, that would be strange to me. So that's sort of where my lean is. We faded CJ Stroud last week. It fucking sucked. I don't want to do that again. I have a Cardinals under ticket for the season, which was super chalk, and I slightly regret, even though it's not in bad position. So I think the play for me is just to take this under.
That'd be a nasty play. What I do like to correlate also is very few books have like NFL team win still up. Bless you. The Cardinals is at 4.5 minus 115 over and under. So it's kind of telling me with that they have 2 wins, sure. They were at 4.5 before the season kicked off. So the books don't really know what to do with Kyler Murray. However, the Texans have 5 wins. They have their schedule ahead of them. They're at 9.5, juiced decently to the under. Juiced to the under with a minus 200 plus money line this week. That really catches my eye.
Yeah, that's interesting. They were 6.5, I think, before the season started too.
They're 6.5. I got them.
Yeah. I hate to say it because I don't like fading CJ Stroud, but I do indeed think that it's the Cardinals, and I think my square brain and my public brain wanted this over, but you guys are right. The nasty bet is the under. Could be a Jonathan Gannon masterclass.
Yeah, he coached against D'Amico. They didn't coach against each other, but they played against each other's teams last year in the playoffs. D'Amico Ryans and Jonathan Gannon.
Good point. Yeah.
Here's a little nugget. It's not my nugget, but I heard it this week.
Just take credit for it, bro.
Ryan's,
that's what everybody's doing now.
I totally found this, but D'Amico Ryan's history at San Francisco has a ton of prep preparing for Kyler Murray, which is another vote towards the under.
That's a fair point.
That's a fair point. What about lowest scoring game? Cardinals Texans. That could be cheeky.
I'm not. You get so. I mean, I love that you do it because you hit it. But like, as soon as you're like, I kind of like the under. Oh, lowest scoring game. Like, you just go dive right the fuck in, which I respect.
The first under he thinks about is just the automatically lowest scoring game.
No, I'm not going to do it again. I did the Texans lowest scoring team. That was stupid. Okay, I'm hip with it. And on that note, on the weekly specials, that segues nicely into our next game. I think the Miami Dolphins are the highest scoring team this Sunday, and I think that their offense goes apeshit against this Raiders defense, who I think is very fraudulent, not that good. Unfortunately, us Raiders faders on the season are kind of in piss because McDaniels is gone and Garoppolo is gone. That's kind of who we faded, unfortunately, to new Raiders team with a shot of life. Naden O'Connell, who's, in my opinion, much better than Jimmy Garoppolo. I won't say much better, but better. Now they're on the road after 2 wins against terrible teams. Terrible quarterbacks, I should say, but Tommy DeVito and Zach Wilson. So big spread for the Dolphins. They're 4-0 at home. They're 4-0 ATS at home. I got to tell you, I don't think anything changes. I think the Dolphins roll. I don't know if I have the balls to take them. I don't like that the money's coming in on the Raiders, but we've seen this story before with the Raiders on the road. They took a ton of sharp money. It's double-digit dog. In Buffalo, they didn't cover. They're 1-4 on the road, 1-3-1 ATS. I think the Dolphins team total over would be my play in this game, if anything. That's kind of where my head's at. I don't know that I'm getting to the counter with it, but I do like it. Greg, do you got to play in this game?
I'd probably side with you on that because I do think the way the Raiders are riding, and God damn it, did that suck, fading them on Sunday night. That would really hurt that Sunday night game. I had Jets money line as the last leg of a pretty nice parlay too, which was an extra little flick in the dick. But I do think when the Raiders balloon gets popped, it's going to be messy. It's going to be ugly. I don't see them like being in dogfights every week and close to winning. Like I truly think they're riding high and it's going to crash down. I'm not saying they're going to lose the rest of the season, but when this pops, it's going to be they lose by 30 points. And I think that could be the case this weekend. That's not to say like they're dead for the rest of the season. I still think you need to coin like the Raider Fader Nation. That's kind of a good little fan club to start. But yeah, I do think I'm with you, and I think the way to play this is Dolphins team total over.
Rest of the schedule, by the way, at Miami, then the Chiefs.
It's hard.
Yeah, we have a shot at staying under 7.5.
Is it 7.5?
I don't know. Is it 7 or 6.5? It might be 6.5.
I thought it was 6.5.
Matt, you froze. Did Matt freeze? Did Matt freeze for you?
Yeah, he looks like his plastic tree. I'm pretty sure it's 6.5.
Matt, you froze. Let me know if you want to restart and can come back in if you can hear us. Well, let me see. Yep. Okay, he's still frozen. Raiders beating the Giants and Jets. They're still dog shit. The wrong there, Phils, but that's okay. Damn it. I want to hear what Matt had to say about the Raiders because he faded the Raiders with me as well. So I don't want to move on. I don't want to move on.
You don't want to move on? You just want to sit here?
No. I don't want to move on too far because I want him to touch on that when he comes back. He's still frozen.
If we move on, we got to move on as far as we move on. We can always come back to it.
Are you the move on police?
I kind of. It's not like we're floating down a river and we keep getting further and further away. We can always just come right back to it.
Okay, Greg, let's do it. Packers, Chargers. I got nothing on this game, but contrarian brain says Packers.
I am not ready to give up on the Packers. I am not ready to give up on them. Something deep in my heart and soul just says this ticket's not over yet, even though it absolutely is.
What do you mean? What ticket?
I'd fucking to win 8 games and make the playoffs.
No.
A girl can dream.
If they beat the Steelers, then maybe. All right, hold on. Matt's back. Let's not go too far. Matt, can we hear your thoughts on the Raiders? You're back. Sorry, you froze.
Yeah, I think they're one of the worst rosters in the NFL still. I don't care that they have 5 wins. Dolphins are coming off a bye week. We've seen their offense absolutely roll against shitty teams. This is a shitty fucking defense. The best thing the Raiders have done recently is run the ball and give Josh Jacobs the ball 25, 30 times. They're not going to be able to do that this game. I don't know how Aiden O'Connell survives. I think they absolutely roll.
Okay.
I don't disagree.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Dolphins defense is coming together too.
Big Fangio, masterclass.
Matt, what was the Raiders preseason win total?
Open at 7.5. It got bought down immediately to 6.5. I got 6.5.
I think I got 6.5 too. So yeah, definitely fucked.
DJ was asking.
I didn't know if it was 7.5. Yeah, we're.
It's at 7.5 now. You can take it.
I actually don't see them winning 3 games from here on out.
I don't, but I'm just sticking with it.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, Packers Chargers. I said I lean Packers. I feel like it's contrarian brain. I don't know. I guess at the end of the day, I was like, "Ooh, is that line a little short?" But then I'm thinking to myself, it's Brandon Staley on the road. If you laying 3 points is actually a lot of respect. Maybe 3.5 if it opened at 3.5. Packers in late November can get dangerous at home and be the difference. Yeah, that's a good point. GBT total, which they haven't gone over since week 3. Fuck. Yeah, but the Chargers defense is so bad.
Yeah.
It's very bad.
The last time I took the Chargers with a field goal on the road, it was against the Titans. They blew that game and lost in OT. I have nothing on this game, so I don't care to spend too much time on it unless you guys have a play. Greg, what were you saying?
It would be Packers or nothing, but this is probably just a happily stay away from, because this to me too is no matter who you bet at the end of the game, you're like, why the fuck did I bet on Jordan Love again? Why the fuck did I bet on Brandon Staley again and just get frustrated? I am praying and hoping, somebody just said it, I am praying and hoping that Aaron Jones gets it figured out, because Matt, you did a great job on him.
He's
done.
He
got me fired up.
He's done.
It just seems like he's had that nagging hamstring issue.
Yeah,
he just can't get over. Like, I don't blame him, but it's just like the hamstrings don't heal quickly, and it's just not going away. It just sucks. And I think he's the focal point of this offense that everything else is just kind of crumbling around it.
It's DJ pointed out too. What kind of correlated to the Aaron Rodgers injury? Why would he push himself for a shit team? They're not going anywhere.
Yeah,
they're not going to get better.
Especially
my only thought in this game. Yeah, exactly. It's the most wear and tear he's ever positioned. I feel like the opening was kind of low at 41.5. I know it's at 43.5 now. I think this is kind of a gross under. You know, we have a shit Chargers defense that just allowed 70 points to the Lions. The Packers just allowed 22 points to the worst offense ever in Pittsburgh. I think this is kind of gross. Keenan Allen's fucked up. Deontay Johnson isn't healthy. I'm talking Steelers, but the Packers, they're just a really bad football team on offense. Jordan Love is just atrocious at throwing the ball anything less than 10 yards for some reason. I think it's kind of gross, but that was my initial thought. Seeing that movement, I don't agree with it being bought up 2 points.
I think the reason it got bought up, or a reason you could say it's getting bought up, is I fucking suck at
Keenan Allen
guys' names. No, the defensive guy for the Packers.
Oh, Alexander.
Yeah, I think he's out. I think they have a couple guys in the secondary out.
Yeah, but Allen's also fucked up though, and outside of Allen, the Chargers didn't do really anything on wide receiver wise last week.
Yeah, their wide receivers are bad. That Quentin Johnson guy's already a bust. That sucks for them.
I guess.
I think it's because DJ liked him before preseason. Whoever DJ likes preseason, wide receiver wise, is just doomed.
I mean, it might just be TCU wide receivers because Jalen Rigor was a guy before him. So they just.
I was going to say, Greg, I got Justin Jefferson in our fantasy league when he was a rookie. I loved him.
He did.
All over that.
Nice.
But and fucking CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb was my guy. I say he was going to be better than Michael Irvin for the Cowboys. Anyways, but yes, I wanted to love Quentin Johnson because I love TCU. That didn't work out. All right.
Props to Javon, though, because he called them all. All the TCU wide receivers are shit.
Yep, that's true. All right.
Damn, good on him.
Jags and Titans. Am I getting duped here? It's my best bet. It's a lot of points. It's Vrabel. It's a lot of points for Vrabel. I feel like everybody loves taking points with Vrabel. But upon further review, Vrabel hasn't covered in his last 2 as an underdog. So I feel like he's left a bad taste in sports bettors' mouth. The Jags, on the other hand, I feel like everybody's going to expect to bounce back. Will Levis and the Titans just scored 6 points on the road. I am not a Will Levis guy. This bet for me is more about fading Jacksonville than it is betting on the Tennessee Titans. I like the Jags when I watched them when we lost our bet when we had the Colts in Jacksonville. I texted Greg and Steak. I was like, I think we should start maybe buying a little bit of the Jags. We never did, but they ended up winning, I think, like a couple straight, covering and all. But if you look at their competition that they played, really not that impressive because the Saints are kind of poopy. The Bills are broken. Desmond Ridder on the road sucks. Who else did they fucking beat?
The Steelers that scored 3 fucking points.
That's right. The Steelers, who have the worst offense known to mankind.
They're getting better. Broderick Jones.
Shut up.
Offensive line.
Shut up. Yeah. It's not about the Steelers. All right. So, anyways, I want to fade the Jags. I think it's a lot of points. I don't trust the Jags right now. I think it's going to be a low-scoring, tight game. On that note, though, I will say 40 and 40 and a half. Whatever this number is, maybe the fact that it's over 39 and it is in 40 is a little bit telling, especially because the Jags just scored 3 and the Titans just scored 6. So it could be a really gross over. That concerns me because I don't think the Titans are going to score a ton of points. But I'm going to fucking sack up and play the Titans. Also, that's right. I want to give Special K credit. He gave me a nice little nugget early in the week, too, that had me thinking a little bit about this long and hard. A lot of Peter North references today. teams that play the 49ers the following week have failed to cover a spread in the NFL this season. That is the Jacksonville Jaguars. So
somebody chirped us on the newsletter and said we're wrong on that.
well,
I'll find the comment.
blame Special K, that son of a bitch.
I think they said Cincinnati did
I'll be right back.
Yeah, go ahead, Matt. I think they said Cincinnati did it and somebody else. Vikings, yeah. So that was true for through the first 6 or 7 weeks. But this is the other thing. We both
Cincinnati lost outright. No. Wait.
Anyway.
No.
Maybe
no, Special K. That's not true. They had a game at home before. They had a game at home before the Texans. The Bengals did. Who did the Bengals play? They must have won and covered. God damn it.
Semantics. Anyway, if you look at the 49ers when they came out of the gate this year, that still holds true. They went through that rut. They had some injuries. Not as tough. Yep, not as tough as a team. Slacked off a little bit. They had the bye. They're healthy. I think the Niners are back to that wagon mode, and I also think the Niners are back to that break you down after a game and leave you exhausted, where that no cover after the game comes. So I do still like it because it applies. The season's chunky, right? And you have your ups, your downs, your ups, your downs. When they were up, teams weren't covering after playing them, and I think they're back to being up. Does that make sense? Did I talk too much?
Yeah. Can you condense it and just recap it? I was waiting for Special K to apologize for the fake news, but
Special K was a little bit wrong, but his logic's right in that when San Francisco's really good, they beat the fuck out of teams, which is why teams are exhausted the next week, which is why teams don't cover the next week. San Francisco's back to being good, and they just beat the fuck out of the Jags.
Okay. Fair enough. That's okay. 2-9. Fair enough. Okay. My apologies. Your apology accepted. Okay. I'm on the Titans. Greg, do you like the Titans?
I think I said in the beginning of the week, and you said, "Oh, Will Levis, stop sucking Will Levis," and then fucking 3 days later, you're like, "Oh, actually, maybe it is Will Levis." But anyway, I do, yeah, and I think Derrick Henry has a bit of a game too. I think he's been a little bit quiet this year. He's obviously, it's sad how quickly mid-major match changes scenery.
He's in Brian Kirshner's office. Yeah.
Someone got upset at the office. I was talking about gambling, so I had to move.
That's okay.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Division
That's
game
all
2,
right.
low scoring gross game. Okay, I like it. Matt, do you have any?
America.
Do you have any thoughts on the Titans, Jags?
Yeah, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I think this is the Titans' 3rd straight road game. Am I wrong there?
Well, they just played the Bucks and they played the Steelers. Yeah, it is
Steelers
their 3rd
before
straight
that.
road game.
Yeah,
That's not
damn.
great. That's not
That
great.
that's something that I've always stayed away from. In my just NFL career, I found it's just a really bad spot for teams.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm having a DJ just realizing he regrets his best bet.
I didn't have one.
Yeah.
I really didn't. I like the Rams, but Steak took the Rams.
Mhm.
I didn't have one. I think I decided this morning the Titans were my best bet.
Yeah,
You did.
I mean, I don't
Yeah,
hate the
I put
spot.
you
I don't
on
hate the
the
number
balls.
because the Jags don't really blitz, which is Levis is just atrocious against the blitz. So I think the wide receivers Hopkins can have a day. But I just don't. I'd never bet on teams on 3 straight road games. I don't care the coach. I don't care the spot. I just never will.
One was on a Thursday. Fair enough. So a little extra
Yeah.
rest. Fair enough.
They bet the under.
Yep. Hold on. What does it say? Jags 5th best run D. They shut down CMC break.
Yeah, so it's gonna be all on fucking Will Levis on the road 3 straight times. I don't love that spot.
Well, I like what Play Prop said. Titans are desperate. Only game they'll get up for taking +7 ain't bad.
I
It is a
agree,
division.
but they're desperate. But they're also really bad. Their offensive line is atrocious.
Yeah.
Do you think Vrabel
bad
just
team.
kind of cuts ties and accepts? Let's just get a better draft pick at this point because Levis has shown he has potential.
I don't think
Not like
Levis-
not that they start losing games on purpose, but are they up for every game now? Are they going to be competitive moving forward?
I think Vrabel is that kind of sicko. I don't think it ever even crosses Vrabel's mind of well, we're losing, so we'll get a good draft pick. I think he's just he can be 0-16 and he'll go into week 17 fired up. I think there's a few coaches like that, like Dan Campbell's like that. I think Tomlin's like that. No matter what, I am preparing for this week and I'm going to do everything I can to win. Whereas you have other
fair.
coaches that hit that snowball effect and really fall apart.
If Henry can't do much, I don't see what I don't love about Levis is I feel like he just got really fortunate to connect with DeAndre Hopkins 4 times, and that was the flash when everyone's like, oh, people were even taking fucking Will Levis to win Rookie of the Year. He was like 201 down to 50 to 1. So they're going to have to connect with something or someone and do something, and I don't love that. But anyways, let's move on. Somebody said, I think the Texans cover in a low-scoring game. Yes, I would agree with that too. That kind of I always lean the dog, big dog if it's low-scoring. So I hope it's low-scoring, but we'll see. Browns Steelers. I want the Browns here, to be honest with you. Yeah, Greg,
So,
you never like fading your
Go ahead,
Steelers,
Greg,
but
you
you've
first.
done it successfully. You've done it successfully. You're very good at
I
betting.
haven't the Steelers successfully this year.
I know.
The Texans were my best bet when they beat the shit out of
I
them.
know. I'm going to give you credit. I just saw your sigh and your face inflate like in.
Because I agree.
Oh,
I think the Steelers somehow do. Yeah, they don't come out on this, so I'm already like preemptively making myself sad because I do think it's strange to me that the Bengals are still favored, and I think every public bettor in the world saw fucking Watson out and ran to bet the Steelers. I mean, the Steelers are good, and I'm not even say they're good. They're a bad team that wins. Like, are they going to be 7-3? Are they going to be 8-3 next week after they play Burrow's backup, and then they play the Cardinals and the Patriots? Is this a 10-3 team? Like, you're seeing this sort of disillusionment from Steelers Twitter right now, and I do think that this is a bit of a setback. Like, there were people this week. I think I retweeted of like, if the Ravens actually lose and if the Chiefs lose, the Steelers are the number 1 seed in the AFC, and it's like, all right, we've hit peak disillusion. It's time for a bit of a regression. So I'm not going to bet it because I just can't bring myself in this one for Steelers Browns because I do think it's a bit close. But if you're going to bet the Browns, go for it. If you're going to bet the Steelers, rethink it because I do not think that's it.
The Browns were almost my best bet, but I didn't want Sunday to come, and I realized that my best bet is on DTR or DRT. And so instead I said, fuck me, I'll go Will Levis. All right, Matt, what do you think about this game?
I initially had the same thought as you guys, was why are the Browns still favored after losing Deshaun Watson against the Steelers? I then came to realize the Steelers are the worst offense since we landed on the moon, and everybody knows that.
Yes.
They're now going to play the Browns defense, which is the best defense people have seen in 20 years or so, they're saying. The best unit on the field is going to be the Browns defense, and that's why they're still favored. And if you've actually heard a lot of, if you've ran VSiN podcast, PJ Walker is one of the worst rated quarterbacks of all time. He's fucking atrocious. I know Greg's alluded to it throughout the season. So starting DTR is an upgrade.
DTR.
Yeah, he has more potential, and he is not less turnover prone. So it's actually an upgrade. So I can make sense as to why the Browns are still favored. In my head, what I think the nasty play is the Steelers, man. They're just the Orioles. I know they're not a good team like the Orioles, but they have an atrocious fucking offense. But Mike Tomlin's defense allows people to move the ball between the 20s like Belichick used to, but no one can score a touchdown. No one can score a touchdown on the Steelers defense. And why do I think that'll change with DTR? I think the nasty play is the Steelers because this line makes sense to me. Because the best unit on the field will be the Browns defense.
Yeah, I mean, one thing, too, to kind of come to the Steelers' defense is as much as everybody says they've been outgained, like they're lucky, blah, blah, they don't fucking turn the ball over. Like, I'm looking at it right now. Kenny Pickett has thrown 1 interception in his last 7 games, 0 interception in his last 5. So when you don't fucking do that, you do win games that you probably get outgained in. So it's not like that ridiculously of an outlier that they aren't winning games because Kenny Pickett is the exact opposite of Jameis Winston. Like, Jameis Winston, his stats look great, but he threw 3 interceptions. So, like,
but he loses every
the
game.
Bucs
That's
ended up losing. But how'd Jameis throw for 500 yards and they still lost? Like, how'd Kenny Pickett throw for 110 and they still won? It's because he's got a phenomenal defense and he doesn't turn the ball.
Yeah, thank you. The phenomenal defense. The Bucs had like the 32nd ranked pass secondary.
Because they won the Super Bowl with that defense the next year.
That was another year of camaraderie and chemistry and playing together. And so, yes,
camaraderie.
You do year over year. You get better. You get better. Anyways,
from 32 to 1.
Kenny interception confirmed. Okay. By the way, what Greg always fails to mention, I had Jameis Winston passing yards leader that year, 14-1. Thank you very much. Just like with the Rays, he gives me shit for betting the Rays, but I'll win bets on the Rays. Anyways, we'll move on. Panthers.
I know. So Greg touched on it. TJ, what were your thoughts on what I said? I'm happy to just be wrong, or my points not make sense to you.
Well, so you heard me mention that the Browns were going to be my best bet, and I started to.
I did.
When you decide not to bet something, you want that bet to lose so that you don't, feel like you missed out.
Yeah.
And what I started to tell myself was, is anybody going to be betting the Steelers in Cleveland? And I started to think about it a little bit more, and I agree with you. I don't think so. I think the nasty play is going to be that because everybody knows it's being talked about so much how bad the offense is, and people still like the Browns defense. So I agree 100% with you.
Okay.
And I could see that being the over that flies over that nobody expects.
I do think that's a nasty over. One of the
That's a
main
nasty over. I
reasons
kind of
is
dig it.
short fields for fucking days. They're gonna punt. There's gonna be 25 punts, and it's just every possession to be starting the 50-yard line.
But we just saw that with the fucking Bills Broncos, and that game didn't go over. The Broncos got the ball at the 50 every goddamn play. Well, that was a higher total, so that was 47. So never mind.
Yeah.
Okay, let's pick it up a little bit. We're gonna go to the Panthers and Cowboys. I wanted to get nasty.
It was a good time for me to take a piss.
Okay, take a piss. I wanted to get nasty and play the Panthers here. Home dog, double digits. I always sort of feel like it's a little bit of a duping in college and in pro. You feel like you're taking the inferior team and the worst team, but again, you have to remember they're at home and you're getting double-digit points. Like, that's a lot in football. I decided not to. I don't want to keep betting on this bad team. We did it. I think we did it once against the Texans, and it worked out. And then we did it again with the Colts, and it did not work out. I think I'm done experimenting with the Panthers. I don't like Frank Reich. I really don't know what's going on with Bryce Young. I like their defense when it's healthy. It's just constantly banged up. And at the end of the day, what kept me off this is the Cowboys and Dak Prescott, they love beating up bad teams. They love it. So it is going to be a little bit of a different atmosphere on the road and outdoors. It's probably a little bit weird for a team like the Cowboys. I don't necessarily know that they're going to light up the scoreboard, but I could see this being like a 24-7 game. And I just really have no interest. So I am out. Are you playing this?
The Panthers are the professional play you make 100% of the time to win, 52% long term.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. I don't want to bet on Bryce Young. That team is just really bad. The Cowboys, CeeDee Lamb and Dak Prescott are just out of this world right now. He set just 3 straight games with 100 plus 50 receiving yards. Why do you want to fade that against a secondary that can't stop Dick? The Cowboys are going to be a short week. Yeah, they're going to play on Thursday on Thanksgiving. I don't give a fuck. If you want to be a professional, go ahead and bet on the Panthers because you'll win long-term making this bet, but you're going to lose 48% of the time. I don't care to try to snipe that 4% edge. I don't want to touch the Panthers.
Well said. On that note, I just realized I have CeeDee Lamb to have the most receiving yards in the NFL. I think he is catching up to Tyreek Hill, but at the same time, he's hurting.
Tyreek's playing this week?
Yes, I know. But I was going to say at the same time, he's hurting my CMC Offensive Player of the Year stock, so that sucks. Well fucking said, Blaine said. So, Greg, I don't think we really need to spend much more time on the Panthers. Neither of us are playing it. You're not either, right? Okay.
No. This actually, what kind of burn? There's a guy I've talked about him on here before. I think it's like Wunder Dog Sports. I think.
Oh yeah.
I'm on like his little newsletter thing that's just like, oh, look at this pick. He really liked the Cowboys Giants under last week, which obviously sailed right over. Which kind of makes me like this under this week of Cowboys
Makes
offense.
sense.
It's a little bit more. It's kind of fucking crazy that Giants put up 17 points last week, even though one of them was in garbage time. But I do lean this over. This might be my don't overthink it under. But that would be my only play on this.
That'd be your best way of taking the Panthers. I agree.
Yeah, 24-7 feels like the score that I see at the end of the game. Commanders, Giants, I have absolutely no interest in playing this game. The Giants are terrible. All I wish, we all have regrets. My biggest regret was not fading the New York Giants. Remember how much we talked about it at length and in our spaces, how dog shit the Giants were. Didn't do it because I didn't want to be wrong after betting the Vikings for 3 units and Daniel Jones masterclass all over my nuts or all over my face. So I think I'm just going to stay away from Giants games the rest of the year. That's what I have decided. Like, it just feels good to know that they're not good and not be wrong in that sense. But I feel like now if I try to profit off of it, I'm going to get burned. So I don't think I'm not going to fade them. This is too big of a number. Commanders coming back. They lost to the Giants already. We were on the Giants that day. Steak loves betting on the Giants. I'm sure he'll bet on them again. I got nothing. 37, 36 and a half. No, thank you. Matt, are you going to play this game?
One of my best bets this week is the don't overthink it under. And I'm okay playing it for a lot of reasons, but it's the under.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to get some water. Do you have a pitch or are you good on it?
I can pitch it if you guys want to
Pitch
hear
it
it.
real
You guys
quick.
don't wanna...
Yeah, go ahead.
Pitch it real quick.
So, Greg, I'll talk to you about it. So, the only thing that makes me hesitant, obviously, with the two things, is DeVito's god-awful. But also, they played earlier this year, it was 14-7. So, but the total is still 37.5, open 37.5 this week. It was 37.5 for the previous game. So, I don't love that, obviously, with kind of how our brains work. Why would it say the same number? I can justify it because the Giants just allowed 50 to the Cowboys, right? They just scored 17 technically. And so the game soared the fuck over. Also, the Commanders and Sam Howell. How much splooge have you heard about Sam Howell in the past week or so?
Yeah, I mean, he really chapped my ass against the Seahawks there. He looks good though.
He does look good. But
I like Sam Howell.
One thing that makes me really comfortable playing this under. Again, they're playing on Thursday, so I don't think they're going to show out all the bells and whistles against the team they should beat by 10 points or so. Absolutely, yeah. Exactly. But Sam Howell's always playing from behind, so they have to play fast. They have to throw the ball 50 times a game. That's not going to be the scenario on Sunday. And the Giants defense is banged up, sure, but I don't think DeVito scored more than 10 points again. I'm okay playing this under because I don't think the Commanders do anything. I don't think they score more than 24 points. The reason why I think that is because they've been soaring over the team total. Now it's at 23.5, juiced pretty heavy to the under against a Giants defense that's dog shit. A Giants team that's dog shit. I'm okay playing this under for those reasons.
Matt, you're right. I do really like that because if you think about the way Rivera coaches too, is if the Commanders, right, if things go as they should, the Commanders get up, he's just going to start milking the clock.
Mm-hmm.
He's not going to, he doesn't care about like pulling away or anything like that. It's just run the clock, eat it up, get out of here, division win, on to the next. Like that's just how his brain works. And I could totally see that of this game really soaring under just because the Commanders get in a good spot and the Giants never really threaten. And before you know it, the clock just burns all the way down to 0.
How about Brian Robinson Jr. Leading rusher on Sunday?
I like his rushing attempts. I like playing his rushing attempts over.
That probably sails over DGen, but Antonio Gibson, I think, is injured. So that does support his case a lot more.
Okay. All right, fair enough. All right, let's move on. 1 o'clock last game of the 1 o'clock slate. Lions and Bears. We have the Bears in the newsletter. I have a bad feeling about this, to be honest with you, because I hate fading the Lions. And also I see that line move 10 to 7.5. I mean, I think it's more to do with Justin Fields coming in than it does with it's not necessarily sharp money, in my opinion.
Agreed.
The Lions are good. I love their offense. I love the way they've built this team the last couple of years. The offensive coordinator, Ben Johnson, is becoming my favorite fucking non-head coach in football. And Jared Goff has been playing awesome. The defense, though, I guess, has got some question marks. And, I mean, the Chargers did whatever they wanted on them, but that is still a Chargers offense. Are the Bears going to be able to do that? You know, I kind of think people will be okay taking a lot of points. 7.5 is a little bit different story. I don't necessarily think people are going to line up to be taking the Bears with 7.5 because in a weird way, with Justin Fields coming back, even though he's technically the starter, I don't know that people really loved this year's Justin Fields. So I'm not saying Badgett was necessarily playing better. You know, it wasn't like Badgett was Josh Dobbsing everybody. Or like, wow, this guy might be legit. But the Bears were okay, and they were winning games, and they played the fucking Saints tough, which you actually called coming. Beat the Panthers, which India, so they took care of business, right? Beat the Raiders. I have a bad feeling that we're going to be playing for a backdoor here. That's kind of what I see happening. It could be like a 34-23 game or something. Justin Fields trying to move the ball at the end, and we're just hoping for a backdoor. So we're in it. We're locked in. I can't tell you that I love it. Maybe Greg can kind of spin it a little bit more with a sell job. I don't know if he can or can't. Total's 47.5. Seems like a really obvious over in my opinion. I thought the total would be a little bit higher, but it's not. So Greg, do you feel more confident than me?
This might be like a newsletter miscommunication because we had it in. We start big and we say, here's all the games we're looking at, and Jake, like then we'll bring Jake in and say, Jake, what do you want to stake? What do you want to take in, take out, blah 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 blah. And for whatever reason, the Bears just stayed on the list. And last night I was like, all right, Bears are on the list. I'm going to write it up. And then DJ's like, wait, we put the Bears in there? And Jake's like, wait, we put the Bears in? Like, Jesus Christ. But I will say, going back to that, one of the reasons, even if fucking no one read the newsletter, I would keep doing it, because when you're forced to like do that and put your thoughts into words and actually write it out and see it in front of yourself. There's been times before where I go to do something and I'm like, you know what? This is a rat shit pick. Like, I don't want to put I did it last week with the Titans. I wanted to make the Titans the best bet against the Bucs. And I started right now. I'm like, fuck this. This is not where I want to be. I still took it. I still lost, but I didn't want to put it in the newsletter, full transparency. So anyway, running up with the Lions, I do see a path for the Bears here. I mean, everyone's going to be on the Lions. And I think the path is, we talk about not wanting to fade the Lions. You talk about not wanting to bet on the Browns or the Bears. It just might be like as simple as that, where it's kind of opposites attract. The other side of it is Justin Fields has been on the sideline for what, 3-4 weeks now. Mm-hmm. A lot of the media is talking about, hey, Bears are going to go out there, draft Drake May. Bears should go out there, draft Caleb Williams. Like, no one's talking about getting, Marvin Harrison Jr., pairing him with Fields, and maybe that'll work. It's the Fields experiment is over. He absolutely has heard this narrative. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I think he comes out with a big chip on his shoulder in this one. And has one of his better games. He probably immediately regresses back to what he was, but I think he is capable of putting up a big game, especially against a weak secondary. And he's got weapons. He's got some pretty good weapons. So I think the Bears actually do hang.
Matt?
I don't have much here. I do agree with a lot of what Greg said. I do fear the Lions are the highest ranked offensive line now, even above the Eagles. They're fucking dominant, man. Now they have Gibbs and Monty both healthy. That's disgusting. I know the Bears defense is playing a lot better of late. But yeah, there you go. Kevin's actually alluded to it. They play again in 2 weeks. I'm okay if I wanted to bet the Bears, which I do. I agree that it's the line play to make. I'm okay sitting out this game and then coming in the next game to see where that line sits and to see if that's bet against Jared Goff outside in the Chicago weather. Mm-hmm. I don't want to bet against Jared Goff in a dome, man. He looks phenomenal. And the Lions are playing for that number 1 seed overall in the NFC, so that scares me.
That's my thing. I don't see the Lions punting, I guess. And the Bears
fucking Dan Campbell had a chance. He could have kicked with a minute left, and he went for it on 4th down at the 20-yard line to ice the game against the Chargers on the road. Yeah. That takes fucking nuts, man. I like coaches that do that. I don't want to fade that. I agree with everything Greg said, but I just don't really want to go against that.
I don't either. I don't like fading good offensive lines. I don't like fading good coaches, and they got everything. The defense, like I said, is it. So I'm hoping, like Greg makes a good point. I'm into it. Maybe the chip on the shoulder for Fields keeps them in the game, but like I said, I think this can be a backdoor from the start. I think the Lions get up early. Maybe it's 14-0. Hopefully get 14-7, 21-7, back and forth, just lingering. So all right, we can move it. 4:00. Here we go. Just make sure I'm on the right game. My Bucks and the Niners. Greg, the Niners are your best bet. I know you refuse to accept that Baker Mayfield is competent this season and that the Bucks might be competitive in the AFC South and with a chance to win the division and maybe make it to the playoffs. But I, as a Bucks fan, am not optimistic, and nor do I think that they're going to have a chance in hell in this game. The Niners look to be back, 11.5. I think it was up from 10 or 10.5, total 42 down to 41.5. I initially liked this over, but I got talked off of it, and maybe it's a little obvious, a little square because the Niners put up 34 points. But I'm going to probably stay off. But, Greg, this is your best bet in the Niners this weekend.
Yeah, what really convinced me on this is if you look at, you got the Cowboys with that big spread, you got the Lions with the big spread, you got the Dolphins with the big spread. I think in this one, the underdog that your average gambler is going to look at and want to take is the Bucs. The Bucs are significantly better than the Panthers, than the Raiders, than the Giants, all these teams with huge numbers on them. And I think they're going to be the trendy big dog this week. I mean, this is a crazy number. The Bucs covered against the Bills, who I know the Bills fell apart a little bit. The Bucs covered against the Eagles. Like, why would this be a bigger number in San Francisco than either of those games? Right. So after they covered. So I do like San Francisco for those reasons. I also think fucking Baker really sucks when you can get pressure on him without blitzing. And look at this fucking Niners defensive line. It's insane. It's insane now. So I think they give him a really tough go of it. Maybe the Bucs defense is able to slow him down. Maybe it's able to stop him, but I just don't see the Bucs offense being able to do anything.
Fair enough. Matt, you got anything on this game?
I haven't much look. I don't care to look at this game. I agree with Greg completely though. The Niners' defensive line was having issue getting pressure, so they were having to blitz, which left their secondary really vulnerable. They don't have to do that anymore with Chase Young and Nick Bosa on opposite sides of each other. I don't know how Baker scores 17 points against this Niners defense, which is just disgusting now.
I think he does it because the Niners are up probably 38-0, and then he scores 10 points in the fourth quarter.
Do you know who your head coach is?
Yeah, that's true. Levante David masterclass. Wow, that'd be nice. Niners skull fuck. Yep, I agree. Phil's had a nice nugget. Purdy passing yards open 240.5 up to 258.5. Yeah, Purdy.
That is an 11-point favorite though. You never see that. You see a 20-yard adjustment for a big ass favorite.
He's probably going to be dialed in after all the criticism after the 3-game losing streak, and then coming out of the bye, probably figuring it out. So
the other thing I like in this is just like a little streaky trend. I just want to say it out loud because I may not even bet it. But if you look at it when people have these really long streaks, like McCaffrey had, what was it, like 16 games in a row, 17 games in a row with a touchdown, finally broke. I think he doesn't score again this week. I kind of like fading him, which is a wild one to take.
I agree. And something DJ, you and I'm going to speak for you. We're fucking awful at player props, man. But one thing I fucking love player props. Deebo Samuel is like the top 1 percentile against zone coverage. And the Bucks they invented Tampa 2 defense.
Right.
I think he absolutely has a day.
Shout out Monty Kiffin. Yeah, he could. And I will say back in the day, even when Bowles was the coordinator for the Bucks and CMC was still a Panther, he would shut down CMC. I know because I had CMC on my fantasy team and I even thought about benching him. Yep. So, all right, let's keep moving.
You highlight Z Mystic had a really good nugget. If you'll highlight that.
Greg's so cute with his salt and pepper hair. I love Greg. Is that your fucking burner?
It's not my burner. But
okay. Is that your wife? All right. Seahawks and Rams. I love the Rams. This is Steak's best bet. I like the Rams here a lot. Greg, you pointed out a few good nuggets with McVay off a bye. A lot of familiarity with the Seahawks. They kind of own them. Matt, it's nice to have you here for this conversation as well because we faded the Seahawks on the season and Geno. God, I would have loved to have gotten that loss against the Sam Howell comeback last week, but that didn't work out. 44.5 up to 46.5. However, it has been noted, Chernoff's pointed out in his podcast, Rams games take over money every fucking week.
Always.
And they continue to fail to hit. I think it's only gone over maybe 2 times this season. I could be wrong about that. Oops. I think I froze. All right, I'll be right back.
You good, Greg?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, keep talking. I'll be right back. Talk about the Rams, Greg.
What?
Talk about the Rams.
You are frozen, DGen. So I don't know what the fuck's going on. So figure that out. But so I put this in the newsletter. This is a really, really good spot for the Rams. I didn't realize this either. The Seahawks are 0-6 in their last 6 against the spread against the Rams, which is fucking crazy.
That's just
the Rams.
McVay,
the Rams are also 3-0 against the spread this year against NFC West teams. The other thing, if you look at the Seahawks schedule coming up, let me get it. Like
it's really hard. They're playing outside a lot.
Yeah, I mean it's not just outside, man. It's Niners twice, it's Eagles and Cowboys at Cowboys. Like and 3
the 3 best teams in the NFC.
Yeah, I mean their schedule's about to get absolutely brutal. Not that they're ever going to look ahead in a divisional game, but I mean Pete Carroll's got this team to believe. I think they truly still believe they can win the division with 2 games of San Francisco on deck and the Cowboys and the Eagles. I like this spot for the Rams, and I like McVay to kind of get a good bounce back win. I mean McVay's phenomenal off of a bye too, so a lot of this, the line's fishy. It's checking almost too many boxes for me.
You don't love it, Matt?
I don't disagree.
Oh,
sorry?
I didn't know if you didn't agree, but you don't disagree.
I completely agree. But also, go Greg.
No, somebody just put in the chat. I didn't realize Seahawks Niners next week is Thanksgiving on a short week.
Oh my god!
They're playing on Thanksgiving.
It
must be the night game then. I mean, if you guys remember the first game of the season, the Seahawks were 6.5-point favorites, I think, against the Rams.
Yeah,
Obviously, they lost outright. Yeah, I think we're all on the Rams. I think we all wanted to fade Geno somehow. 6 points of line movement. This seems like a fucking lot, and a lot of respect for Matt Stafford, who's kind of banged up against a Rams team who's been awful. I think the Rams win easily.
Curious to why you think the line is fishy. Rams go, yeah, but that was week 1. We're in fucking week.
That was
11.
a healthy Matt Stafford. Yeah.
Yeah, the whole team was
They don't have
healthy.
what is it? Kyron Williams, I think.
No
So they're
Kyron
not gonna run the
Williams.
ball.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They have
no.
Cooper Kupp to be fair, but he hasn't been doing dick all year.
I think it's short. I expected the Seahawks to be 3.5, 3. And I thought that given, the Seahawks are a fucking 6-3 team. They're a legitimate good football team right now. I don't know. I think the Rams are fake sharp here. That's fine. That's fair. I don't. You might be right, honestly. Puka's banged up.
You look at the Rams since that week 1 game. They've lost 6 games. They've won 2. Those 2 were against the Cardinals, and 1 was against the Colts in overtime.
Yeah, it ain't good.
I do think this is a very fishy spot.
It ain't good. Yeah, we're on the Rams. I like the Rams team total over here too. I did just see that
I agree with
trend.
everything you guys are saying.
Yeah, I did see that trend by the Sports Breakers account, though, that the under in these types of games for the Rams are like 23-0. So that scares me a little bit. You are banking on Stafford making it through 4 quarters. Yes. I get it. Like, I'm going to assume if the guy's healthy, he's going to play. And I don't know. Who do the Seahawks have a good pass rush? I know the Rams offensive line isn't special, but
their secondary is good. They don't have a great pass rush, but again,
Right.
one of the biggest reasons why I like the Rams, what Geno cannot do is run the ball, and he's a statue back there, and he hates pressure up the pocket in the middle of his face. Who's the best defensive tackle in the league?
Right.
It's Aaron Donald. He's gonna be in his face all day. Geno's gonna be very uncomfortable.
Yeah. Okay. I'm good with it. All right. 3 more games. Let's talk Bills. I'm not going to do it. But I love betting on teams after they fire a coach. Ken Dorsey's fired. But I do understand this explanation a little bit. And Chernoff pointed out on his podcast that there's still issues with McDermott. It's a bit of a scapegoat firing. And McDermott's a bit more of the problem than Ken Dorsey was. I'm okay with that, even though I didn't necessarily agree with Ken Dorsey's play calling, but I'm starting to understand that maybe it was more McDermott than it was him. So I'm not going to be out there on Twitter chirping Ken Dorsey as much as I maybe initially thought I was going to be. Or I don't want to kick a man while he's down after he's unemployed, especially. But you know what I mean. If they continued the season with him and they still continue to suck, I would blame them.
He's a millionaire. I'm okay. Shit on him.
Oh yeah, that's true. Also, fuck the Hurricanes. But I think that the Bills are probably the play here. I don't think the Jets. Well, let me rephrase that. The Jets' offense with Zach Wilson, no matter how good their defense is, the Jets are
3 games.
Yeah,
3 games they haven't scored a touchdown.
The Jets are just not a good football team with Zach Wilson holding them back. I do not think, I posted this, and a guy on Twitter goes by Hank Mardukas, which I like Hank Mardukas, but I posted Zach Wilson's not a starting quarterback, and I feel bad for the guy that the Jets continue to make him a quarterback. And he's like, well, yeah, he's not a starter. Obviously, he was the backup. And I'm like, okay, but now he's starting, and he's been starting since day 1. It's not like it just happened overnight after the trade deadline. They could have made a switch or a move to improve that position. They chose not to. I think Zach Wilson is really, really bad. Now, at the end of the day, I talked about this with a friend of mine who's a Jets fan. He said Zach Wilson didn't really play that bad against the Raiders. Looked at some of the numbers, and he said his offense was terrible. The weapons are terrible. A lot of drops. He's bitching even more about the fact that ownership let Aaron Rodgers bring his fucking friends, Lazard and Randall Cobb, over because these guys suck. And you know what? Okay, I agree. I agree a little bit. So maybe it's not all Zach Wilson, but man, I cannot get there with the Jets no matter how bad the Bills are. I want to bet the Bills here, but I think I'm just going to stay away. But I do like the Bills. Matt, I feel like you have something fired up for this game.
Not much. I could see why everyone wanted to bet the Bills. I think also I believe they're one of the worst teams against the spread this year because everyone wants to keep betting Josh Allen. He has regressed without Dayball. He has regressed back to his Wyoming self where he just rockets fucking 200-mile-per-hour passes on a crossing route to a tight end that's running 5 miles an hour. The kid doesn't really have any touch. I don't want to keep betting on Josh Allen because everybody wants to keep betting his money line to win games. That offense is not great. Stephon Diggs looks like he doesn't give a fuck. I don't want to bet on a team that just lost their best playmaker. Yeah, but I don't want to touch this game. I'm not going to bet on Robert Saleh anymore. They haven't scored a touchdown in 3 weeks. The decision to go for it on 4th down and when they could have easily kicked a field goal with 3 timeouts above the 2-minute warning last week on the road made no sense to me. They're just fucking stupid. I'm not going to bet on the Jets. I don't want to bet on the Bills.
What?
Yeah,
Why are you laughing at Lazard? Isn't it Alan Lazard or is it Lazard?
It's Lazard.
There's not a Y in there.
It's Lazard.
Alan Lazard.
Like, what do you call a little green reptile running?
I haven't said Alan Lazard's name more than like 3 fucking times. The guy is borderline irrelevant and has been for a very long time. People only like him because of fucking fantasy when the Packers' #1 receiver got hurt with Aaron Rodgers. Give me a break. Go ahead, Greg. What do you think about this game?
Little green reptile runs around, 4 legs, tail. What do you call it?
That's a
I'm unclear
lizard.
about what Greg's talking to, but the visual actually really helped me.
That's
So
a
what
lizard with an eye.
Yeah, it's still an A. There's no Y in there is my point. The Y is what you're fucking the word up.
Go ahead.
All right. Anyway, no, I definitely lean Bills, but probably won't play it. I'm just in so much Bills pain. I took him to win the division. I took him to win the Super Bowl. I took that win total over. I've had enough. I blame Steak. Steak's
He's not here to defend himself. Fuck Steak.
He's the Ken Dorsey of the group.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, the good thing is I did talk myself off of Josh Allen MVP, which Steak took that one too, like an idiot. So I at least didn't lose a unit on that one too. So I'm off this, but I do think it's the Bills.
Okay. Last game on the slate, then we'll head out. I'll get you guys over to Behind the Lines or something. But Matt, thanks for joining. Really appreciate it, man. Love having you
Thanks
on.
for having me.
W Ball Knower and Greg, as always, thanks for joining. Chiefs and Eagles, big game on Sunday night.
Whoa.
Do you want to do Vikings Broncos?
I'm sorry.
Because Greg really wants to bet against the Vikings again.
I'm sorry.
I haven't played against the Vikings at all. No, but I was just gonna say we're talking Monday night. Let's get back to Sunday.
Oh, that is a Monday night game. I'm so sorry. I apologize. I saw a night game and I saw you know what fucked me up? The Bengals in the bottom right. That's usually the last game on the slate, and I forgot it's already completed. All right, my bad. Okay, I have good thoughts about this game. Vikings, Bills. So early in the week, I was texting Steak and Greg, and I was like, oh man, that's short. I thought that was short for the Broncos, 2.5 at home. This was before the Bills game. But I was like, the Broncos have been playing better. Everybody's saying that. They beat the Chiefs at home. Now they just beat the Bills. I thought everybody was going to want the Broncos. I thought I was going to be little old contrarian DJ wanting the fucking Vikings in altitude outdoors with Josh Jobs and maybe no Justin Jefferson. I think I'm wrong. I have been listening to people talk.
Everybody's betting the Vikings.
Dude, I can't believe it. When I listen to Pardon My Take or when I listen to VSiN or I listen to fucking whatever the fuck, everybody's talking about one of the Vikings. I cannot believe it here. So I was way wrong, apparently. I don't know that I'm going to touch this game. I take that back. I'm going to probably play the under. Greg, is the under in the newsletter?
Yep, it's our favorite play.
Okay, I do like the under, and we'll get to that in a second. I want to hear what you guys have to say, and then I'll end it with that. So I cannot believe how wrong I was. I think everybody is taking Josh Dobbs now, and I cannot believe that the Broncos might actually be 5-5 after the start they had. Unbelievable. I guess I got to tip my cap to them. Matt, do you have any thoughts on this game?
Side-wise, everyone's betting the Vikings. I think I would actually jump in that pool if I was going to bet a side. It just feels the Vikings feel like a team after they actually. What's funny? We had 13 wins last year. We have a bigger point differential this year through 10 games than we did all of last year in that 13 wins. So that's how bad we were last year, and we're much better this year. Yeah. People, I mean, we're not much better, but our defense is just not as inept under Brian Flores. But the Vikings just seem like one of those teams that no matter how much public love they're going to get with Josh Jobs, it just seems like there's some magic behind it, and I don't want to fade that. I do like the under, though. A lot of reasons. The Broncos defense has been phenomenal of late. You know, I know they forced 4 turnovers last week, with Josh Allen's just bad, whatever you want to call it. They still held that defense when Josh Allen had the ball. You know, outside of a lucky fumble that went back into James Cook's hands, there were no really big plays. And if Josh Dobbs is not making any big plays, we can't run the ball. I know Greg faded Madison on the year. That was a great bet. He looks terrible. We can't run the ball. Our offensive line is one of the best pass blocking offensive lines, one of the worst run blocking offensive lines. But I think this clock just ticks. At the same time with the Broncos, what I've seen and noticed is Sean Payton, he hasn't fixed Russell Wilson, but he's not allowed, like he said, stop, or else you're going to go to your room. You cannot throw a pass over 10 yards. Have
Yep.
you guys noticed that?
Yep.
Everything's a dump. Everything's a fucking check down. Everything's a fucking 5-yard completion and behind the fucking line. And I think that's brilliant because Sean Payton realized this dude fucking sucks. Scram out of the pocket for 10 yards or dump it off. Do not turn the ball over. And they've been winning games ever since. The Vikings' pass defense is not great, but we do blitz a lot. So that check down game is just gonna get that clock to tick. So I completely agree with the under.
Okay. Greg?
No, I dig it. I do think, I mean, it's so bizarre that these are like two of the hottest teams in football right now. But I think to the point I made in the newsletter was everybody's talking about Russell Wilson and Dobbs, but I think the bigger story here is the like emergence of both of these defenses playing significantly better than they did last year, significantly they did better early in the year. And I think that bodes well. I think this is kind of a field position game, back and forth, maybe some field goals, get a touchdown here and there, but I do really like this under, and that'll be my play on this one.
I don't know how this will, if this affects the game at all, but this is the first game the Vikings are playing against Sean Payton since the Bounty Gate.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
No shit.
Skull.
Yeah.
Skull.
God, that was cool.
Only a Vikings fan would know that. So I think you bring up a great point, Matt. And when I watched a little bit of the Broncos-Bills game, and I've watched a little bit of the Broncos, I don't know, another
Chiefs?
game. But anyways, maybe it was Chiefs or maybe it was a different game. But anyways, my observation in that game was it does look like there is a leash on Russell Wilson. And he's made some really good throws in the red zone and touchdowns to, they're good throws and better catches by Cortland Sutton. But man, you're so right. It looks like he's like being told, hey, don't even
He's
think
not
about
loud.
it. And it looks when he's got the ball now, I think he looks really scared to not make a mistake. But you know what? It is working. It is working, and that's exactly what they need. Those 10-yard, 15-yard passes tops, but those checkdowns, and I made a video of it when you look at his stats, like a lot of the passes go to the running backs. A lot of are short screens, wide receiver screens that work out for big plays. So I do think there's going to be a lot of dink and dunking. I don't know that Dobbs and the Vikings offense is going to light up the scoreboard at night in Denver. So, yeah, I really like that under. That's probably my favorite total on the day. All right, I guess that's really it. I mean, Monday night I like to talk about Monday, but just quick thoughts, Matt, now that I have you here. Chiefs -2 against the Eagles, and then we'll shut it down after that.
I get a hard
that way,
stop
doesn't
at
it?
12:30, guys.
Greg,
Appreciate it.
I'll see you later, man.
Hey, Greg, I probably won't see you. Good luck on your birth delivery. So
Yeah, we'll see, man.
Yeah.
Greg's giving birth. Good luck, Greg.
Later.
good luck,
See
Greg.
ya.
Again, I alluded to it in the Cardinals game, and I know the trends are pointing to the Chiefs. It's Eagles, one of my best bets, I think, this week, man.
I'm glad to hear you say it because if
Are
I
you on the
said
fucking
it,
same page?
I don't read many books. I am not only on the same page. I've read the whole book.
We're on the same sentence.
Yes.
There's a lot of reasons, but you and I don't know if I talked you into the Dolphins, but I think we like the Dolphins. I bet the Dolphins at +2. This is the same fucking bet. This is the same line with Patrick Mahomes, but we have a much better offensive line. We have a much better coaching staff. We have a phenomenal front seven facing against Mahomes. Even I know Mahomes trends off a bye. I know Reed's trends off a bye. I know their win percentage. They still can't throw the ball downfield.
Mm-hmm.
They cannot. And outside of that fucking fumble return touchdown, which I still don't know how was ruled a touchdown, what did the Chiefs offense do? Scored 14 points on the road against a Dolphins defense that nobody likes.
Mm-hmm.
Now you have probably the best front seven in the league in the Eagles coming off of a Super Bowl loss where they were winning the entire game. I think the Eagles show out. I think Hurts is a lot healthier than he's been the last couple of weeks, and they just dominate the ground.
You know what everybody's been talking about for the Eagles is, they're not convincing in their wins, and now they have this gauntlet of a schedule coming up. Wouldn't it be hilarious? I'm not saying they're going to win every game, but wouldn't it be hilarious if they just ran through that gauntlet? Yeah, they went 4-1 or however many games are on it, 4-1, 5-1, whatever it is. They'll probably drop one that nobody expects, like the Seahawks or something. But yeah, I'm not in the business of trying to fade the Chiefs very often, and especially off of a bye, like you said. And if there is a time for Andy Reid to figure it out and get that offense to improve, it's probably with an extra week to prepare and a pretty soft Eagles defense that clearly has some problems. But that front seven, you're right, is going to make life really hard. I think if the Eagles can just do a good job of keeping everything in front of them, maybe hoping that the Chiefs don't score a ton of touchdowns, I think the Eagles do score touchdowns. I think that this style of Eagles offense is something that the Chiefs defense has not seen, and I don't think they're ready for. I think they're gonna wear them down. I think they're going to run the clock and move the ball kind of methodically. And I really like the under as well. I think it's moved down 47 to 45 and a half. Yeah, 45 and a half. I like the under. I think this is probably going to be like a 21-17 game, and I like the Eagles.
Yeah, I love. It's hard to love the Eagles. Pretty sure I love the Eagles. At the same time, we know Spagnuolo. He's been coaching phenomenal this year. You know, his secondary has been playing really well, but he has to blitz to get pressure now. That front four is just not getting any interior pressure. So if you're blitzing, you have to leave your corners one-on-one. If there's one wide receiver I want right now in one-on-one coverage, it's A.J. Brown.
Totally.
If I have to have confidence in. I don't think L'Jarius Sneed he's 5'10". A.J. Brown's a man. He's a behemoth of a 6'3", plays like he's 6'6". You know, when you see that basketball move where they put their arm down, they show them like they're not tall enough. Yeah. I think A.J. Brown does that all night Monday.
Love it. All right, man. I'm going to shut it down again. Thank you for giving us an hour of your time. And I know everybody in the chat always gives you W's and appreciates hearing what you have to say. Mid-major, good luck this weekend. I'll chat with you later. I guess other than that, I just wanted to make sure I have it on the board here. Your best bet for Sunday, Matt's POD, is the Cardinals.
It's between the Cardinals and the under in the Commanders game. Those are my two best bets.
Yeah, that's right. I popped out to get water for that, but that's fine with me. I wouldn't talk you off of that. All right, man. Good shit. Thank you. Right. Have a great day. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, thanks for having me, brother. Take care.
Yep.
See you guys.
All right, guys. Thoughts on St. Mary's San Diego State game tonight? I don't know if you talked about that. I did not. Speaking of the Birds, I like that. Phil's, is Jefferson playing though? Should affect total. Should affect the total. I will buy low, buy high. I'll go against it. If anything, I hope that inflates the total a little bit. And yes, that's one of the reasons I invested in the Vikings in the season. I need them to win over 8.5 games. I need 3 more wins. I don't know if I'm going to get it, but that's part of the reason why. You can't do worse than what they did last year. All right, guys, that was fun. He's limited practice yesterday. Awesome. Thank you, did that. I'm going to send you over to Behind the Lines. Not that they need me to fucking rate them. I'm sure you're going to go over there anyway, but, we just like to show that we still support. What is it? Is it Book It Sports? Yep. All right. I got some corp shit at 3:00. Not that it matters, but I will check you guys later. Did that work or did that not work? Oh, here we go. Are we rating? Are we breathing you to the weekend? No, you're still breathing. All right. We're going to raid. I'm going to get you guys out of here. And I'll check you guys later. Have a great weekend and good luck on all of your bets. Peace.